Boo, boo, boo. Bam, bam, bam. You guys asked for it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We've been keeping up with this Kennesaw State team here. Can Kennesaw State become bowl eligible for the first time ever? We're about to find out. I think it's the first time ever. Could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? You know what? I should have went to this game tonight. I should have just damn went to it. But here we are. What's going on, Mr. Boyd? This is some hardcore college football fandom right here. We're watching, what is this, Conference USA tonight. But we're delivering. Looks pretty packed there. I don't know what it holds, like 10,000, 11,000 is what this, was it Citibank Stadium or something? Kennesaw State's going to take this one back, though. They're a 12.5-point favorite tonight. Still won't get back to the 25, though. Brought down at like the 22. 5 days straight of college football. How about that? How about that? I'm pulling for the old Owls here. Hooty, hooty, hoo. I'm pulling for them. All right, they come out in an empty set. Back, throw, incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. One second. All right, 2nd and 10. Back to oh no, it's going to be a draw. They're trying to muster up some Georgia Tech offense here. Watching the World Series tonight, I could care less about baseball. I know people like it. I get it. I could care less about baseball. As evidenced by the fact that I'm streaming a Conference USA game. Also, I wasn't even aware the World Series was being played. How does a KSU stadium feel when there's such a small stadium? I mean, it feels like a high school. It feels like a high school stadium, like a nice high school stadium. What's going on, CJ? Oh, a little run up the middle there. A little run up the middle. It's going to be 4th and 4, though. They'll have to punt. So Kennesaw State 5-2. By the way, Brandon Best starts for them, if you didn't know. If you didn't know. Appreciate the $2.
Good evening, WreckTalk.
What's going on? Millis loves the AI chat voice. Loves it. I recently learned collard greens are supposed to be eaten, not smoked. Well, I mean, you can smoke whatever you want. No one's telling you got to do one thing over the other. That's for sure. But KSU going to have to punt here. KSU going to have to punt. KSU better win me streaming them. KSU still got a guy down. Sven, hail steak. Yeah, I love steak. If Kennesaw State wins tonight, will this be the first time they make a bowl, they become bowl eligible in program history? Yes, I believe it is. Didn't you went to a Kennesaw State game? I did. I did go to one earlier, like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so I've been to this stadium twice now. I went to one game last year, and I went to a game this year. So I have a good friend that's a Kennesaw State alum. Also, I work not far from the stadium now. And whenever I tell them, yeah, we'll go to a Kennesaw State game whenever we're on a bye week or something. So that's what I did. Octavian in the house. What's going on, Octavian? Octavian, who are you hiring? Who is Florida hiring for their head coach this year? Or this year? Who are you hiring to be your next head coach? Sven says when I went to Mississippi in 2016, I went to an Alcorn and Jackson State game and 2 high school football games. Well, I will say high school football in the South, especially high school football in states like Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and Texas is just different. For those that don't know, Buford just built a $65 million high school stadium that has club level seats in it. Like they have suites at a high school stadium. Crazy. Now, Buford's a city school, so they get to do some kind of crazy stuff. They get to recruit. And now with you can pay NIL to high school athletes now. So I'm sure like if Georgia's recruiting you or Georgia Tech or whoever, and you're a guy, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is what happened with Dylan Raiola. When he came in, he played at Buford. There's nothing that would prevent a school from paying for a house for your family, right? Under the old rules. I don't know about with this new clearinghouse. That was talked about earlier in the season, and we haven't really heard anything else about how this clearinghouse is supposed to work. So who even knows? Who even knows? Is Georgia Southern any good this year? I don't think so. I haven't really kept up with them. Let's look. See what Georgia Southern is. They're 3-5 with losses to Fresno State, USC, James Madison, and Southern Miss, and Arkansas State. So they've beat Georgia State, who's god awful, which I am over the moon about for one reason, and that's because of Ben Moore. If you didn't know, people have been pulling these receipts. Ben Moore, like some 247 reporter, freelance, I have no idea what he is. He talked a bunch of shit, and said Georgia State was going to be the best team in Atlanta because there's so many people that like to nut hug Kirby and Georgia so much. They hired Dale McGee. Well, he came from Georgia. Obviously, he's going to make Georgia State great. Yeah, how well is that working for you idiots? How well is that working for you morons? How's Fran Brown doing this year? Good punt, end over end punt that rolls down to like the 20 for Kennesaw State. Oh, he thought about acting. To be a good punter, you have to go to acting class. Have to go to acting class. Southern ain't pulling their weight, but State is farts. That is true. Georgia State is like a raunchy, stinky fart. That's an apt description of them right now. A little quarterback keeper here for UTEP. Sven, I don't know what you and CJ are doing in the chat, but it's getting weird. El Paso scored some on freaking Texas, yeah. Sven and CJ are arguing in the chat over who said hi versus who did not say hi. There's a ball's on the ground. Scoop and score for Kennesaw State. They are trying to be Georgia Tech. What's more hard, graduate high school or college? Okay. All right. Kennesaw State on the board early here. Scoop and score. Scoop and score. We're going to assume they hit the extra point because I always forget. Oh, Sven started it. Okay, well, that changes things then. That totally changes the landscape of what I was saying. Oh, yeah. We got a hog nut in right now. You think you get a mustache like this by putting a little old rabbit turd in your lips? Hell no. Of course you don't. You got to make a decision early on. Are you going to be a grown man? You going to be a grown woman? That's up to you. Only you can decide that. All right, Kennesaw State with the scoop and score a la Georgia Tech and Duke. Except they didn't take theirs back as far as we did ours. Man, there's a ton of empty seats here. There's a ton of empty seats here at Kennesaw. Kennesaw State has a better record than LSU. Holy shit. Yeah, oh my God, did the kicker fall down for no discernible reason whatsoever? What are you doing, Kennesaw State? What happened with this fumble? Quarterback just put it on the ground. By the way, I just watched on my way home, Lou did a video on like all the coach firings, which I have thought your kid goes to KSU. Well, congratulations. I've thought about all these coach firings. And, you know, my thing is like, how sustainable is this level of craziness? Like, there's really nothing you can do to get a safety year anymore. James Franklin went deep into the playoffs last year. Zero leverage. He's fired. Second highest buyout ever paid. I think Kelly's might be more. I'd have to look at. But you're having all these all in to fire your coach, wipe the staff, $100 million, no problem. Obviously, coaches are going to keep doing that because there is no better job you can have than being a fired Division I head football coach. Brian Kelly's going to make $807,000 a year for the next 7 years. Brian Kelly's going to make $23,000 a day for the next 7 years to do nothing. And because he didn't live up to whatever their expectation is. They've fired 2 coaches that have won national titles at LSU. I think at some point these schools are going to have to come back to some level of normalcy where these buyout clauses, we can't have 50, 60, $70 million buyouts anymore. That's just crazy. Run up the middle for UTEP. So, KSU will go right back on defense. Penn State firing their coach was really stupid. I think they could spiral. Because, and I think I might have said this on a stream before, Penn State's backed themselves into a corner because they now have to hire someone who's clearly better than James Franklin, which is not easy to do. Oh, is it going to be picked? Almost picked here, man. Kennesaw State's all the way turned up tonight. With Brian Kelly, you'd think there would be an argument for cause. You mean because he's killed people before? That was a while ago, but yeah, he did kill people. Let's just think of all the jobs that are open. LSU, Arkansas. Isn't there another one in the SEC? Or is that the only 2? Flag here, probably a fault. Offsides on Kennesaw State. You've got Oregon State and Oklahoma State, Florida. So, yeah, there's 3 just in the SEC. Florida, LSU, and Arkansas. Then you got Oklahoma State, Oregon State. You've got UCLA. You've got Virginia Tech. And then you got some other one like UAB. Trent Dilfer was trash from day one. When your claim to fame is the worst quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, that's probably not going to work out well. Yeah, Auburn likely to fire Hugh Freeze. Florida State's going to come open in the next year minimum. Appreciate the $2.
Every time I think of Millis, I stroke my kitty.
Millis, you need to seek help. You need to seek help, sir. But I do appreciate the $2. UTEP will have to punt. Kennesaw State on the return, walking the tightrope down to the 35. Yeah, Millis, I'm going to tell you in the words of Papa Wreck, there's something bad wrong with you, son. And I mean bad wrong. Making millions for sitting around doing nothing for years is way better than any layoff severance packages. The only thing that compares is like CEOs getting fired. They don't have the salary buyout that coaches do, but they're often paid in huge stock options, though. So what CEOs will do is they'll run a company into the ground, and then cash out $200 million worth of stock options and then go to the next company, stay there for 3 years, leave, rinse and repeat. But if you do that, then you're a job hopper, and that's bad. Go explain that to somebody. Little off topic, but is true. So Kennesaw State with the early lead, scoop and score. So they've scored on defense. Have the ball back now. Interesting. UTEP must be really struggling. Let's go look at UTEP's record. For Kennesaw State to be a 2-score favorite on them. Yeah, UTEP's 2-5. I think they did beat Kennesaw State on the road last year, though. KSU natty year, loading. But yeah, I mean, the landscape of college football is absolutely insane right now. Like, look at where Florida's been. Florida, who did they hire after Urban Meyer? Jim McElwain, who I think won the East. They fired him. Then who did they hire? It was Will Muschamp, who everyone wanted at the time. He was a defensive coordinator at Texas. In fact, Georgia was wanting to fire Mark Richt to hire, a lot of their fans were, to hire Muschamp. They're like, man, we're going to miss our chance if we don't get him now. Florida gets him. And the only thing he did of note at Florida was beat Georgia without throwing a single pass there in Jacksonville. Then they hired Dan Mullen, I think, right? Dan Mullen doesn't work out for him. Then they hire Kennesaw State's leading the Conference USA. They're tied with Jacksonville State, by the way. Wow. Then they hire and fire Billy Napier. So you've got like 15 years of the coaching merry-go-round. The same one that Tennessee's been on since they fired Philip Fulmer. Things seem to be turned around with Heupel, but we'll have to see. Run stuffed here by Kennesaw State. They'll be lucky to get just back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Florida fans don't have no patience with these coaches. Well, it's not just Florida, man. I mean, look at the landscape right now. Everyone's doing this. All right, 2nd and 10 and a false start for Kennesaw State. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. Most misunderstood college football game result of 2025, Wake 10, Kennesaw State 9. And look, I gave Wake a ton of shit for that. But it looks like both Wake and Kennesaw are better than anyone thought they were. I mean, the game that I went to, I think Kennesaw State, I don't even remember who they were playing, Louisiana Tech. They were a 17.5-point underdog or something, and I think nearly covered that line themselves. Little misdirection here. First down for Kennesaw State. Mullen won 33 games in 3 years. Kicked Kirby's ass, won the East, had a top 10 recruiting class. Little screen pass here for Kennesaw State. They're going to take a yard loss. That's how stupid Florida is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mullen averaged 11 wins a year. That's crazy. He was ranked second at one time at Mississippi State. That same year that we played y'all in the Orange Bowl, y'all were ranked second. I think that was 2014. Second and 11 here. Nice move on the jet sweep. Ball's out. I think he got it back, though. It's going to be like 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Mullen is a top 10 head coach. Not right now. Not right now, he's not. Yeah, that ball was out. That ball was out. Now, he's going to get hired. He might prove me wrong. He might be a top 10 head coach, and we just can't see it because he's at UNLV and hasn't been coached in a while. But with as many openings as there are, Mullen's going to get hired by somebody. 3rd and 4 here for Kennesaw State. Takes off running, gets stuck. It's going to be short. They're right at midfield. Kennesaw State going to have a decision to make here. You know Mullen, trust you. I've told this story before. I'm going to tell it again. In fact, when we played NC State last year, I think it was on a Thursday night. It was on a Thursday night. Sports Center came down at like 2 o'clock to do a show, and that's when Mullen worked for Sports Center. Real quick, 4th and 2, Kennesaw State's going to go for it. They're going to throw, takes off running. He's going to pick up the first. Kennesaw State with a 4th down conversion. They were ranked number 1 after beating Bama. I thought they were ranked 2. Either way, Mullen came down last year, NC State, Thursday night game in Atlanta. They do the show, yada, yada, yada. Well, one of the Georgia Tech students starts talking up Mullen, and he just keeps talking to him. So he's literally like, you can see Mullen trying to disengage from this Tech student that probably doesn't take social cues or recognize them super well. Like the person no longer wants to talk to you and they're trying to get back to their vehicle and get out of here. So the guy just kind of keeps shaking his hand and won't let Mullen's hand go. Eventually he kind of has to rip his hand away and he just starts walking away from the kid. Well, the kid just follows him. The kid might still be talking to Mullen to this day, for all I know. That was crazy. 2nd and 10 now for Kennesaw State. Handoff up the middle, nothing going. I got Syracuse, Georgia score prediction pretty close. I got Tech score correct, and Q scored 2 full goals. Okay, yeah, good. 3rd and 10 for Kennesaw State. All right. 8:38 to go in the first. Some idiot with pink cleats out here. They'll run off tackle on 3rd and 10 and get stuffed for a yard loss. What are you doing, Kennesaw State? Kennesaw State going to Conference USA was a great move. It appears to be now, but I wonder about longevity. But just because their facilities are dog shit compared to other teams in their conference. So for Kennesaw State to have sustained success in Conference USA, they're going to have to get some big injections of money in. I mean, by all accounts, they made a move they were nowhere near ready to make. Now, They're playing well, so you got to give them that. But yeah, you just compare what they have facility wise, coaching staff wise, coaching staff pay wise, total athletic budget. I mean, it doesn't hold a candle. Again, I'm not talking about to like Power 4 teams. I'm talking about to other teams in their conference. I mean, the stadium's pretty nice. Is it, though? Is it? I guess, yeah. Sports play-by-play might not be your cup of tea. Well, I mean, I'm not really invested in this game, man. So, I mean, what do you want me to do? I think I do a pretty good job at it. What are you talking about? I do it several times a week. You come up in here running your mouth at Rec. I'll drop a StreamYard link. We'll have you call the game. See how well you do. It'll be 2nd and 10 for UTEP. Let's try and do a better job for Mr. Foster here. Steps up in the pocket, throws, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10, 7:38 to go in the first. Play clock's coming down to 37 seconds. They got to hurry up. K-State might not be undefeated, but the beard oil may be lifting them to group of 5 relevance. We'll see. We all know the power of the King's Ransom beard oil. It works wonders for us. Sea-Dog, what's going on, buddy? Is the ACC show over already? 3rd and 10, screen pass. They throw straight up in the air. They're going to take like a 4-yard loss on. What a disaster of a play. Should we drop a Sea-Dog? If you want to, do you want to come on? You want to come on the StreamYard? You're welcome to. I don't have it open, but yeah, because it was just me and him. It usually goes quick. Okay, I'll drop a StreamYard link. Hold on. UTEP's going to punt deep in their own territory here. Now I'll have to get my headphones on. All right, I'm in there. I'm in there, baby. All right, let me do this, and then we'll do this. Oh, I do have it up there. Sweet. I already got it set up the way it needs to be. How about that? Touchdown KSU. I missed it. Oh, they took the punt back. All right. I take back everything I said about Mr. Foster. He is right. I am an awful play-by-play guy. I missed a punt taken back for a touchdown. All right. Kennesaw State looking like they're going to cover right now. And the extra point's good. What's going on, Mr. Perez? Actually, the due date is our bye week, so it might work out. Oh, yeah. That is true. It's next week, right? It's next week. I'm in the StreamYard, Sea-Dog. Am I in the wrong? No, I'm not in the wrong StreamYard. I'm in the right StreamYard. What's going on, Mr. Jones? They haven't lost while she's pregnant. No, in the entire existence of Sea-Dog 2, Georgia Tech has not lost. This is true. Little Buzzsaw's coming soon. Dang, dude. Doing Sea-Dog dirty like that. You're saying that Sea-Dog's not actually the father of his kid. It's actually Buzzsaw? It's pretty messed up. Yeah, send him a cowbell. Where you at, Sea-Dog? Where you at? So when she has the kid, do we need to be concerned? If it comes out wearing a mask, yes. Dude, Sea-Dog is not Buzzsaw. What are you talking about? It's one of the craziest things anyone's ever said on this channel. I won't let you besmirch Sea-Dog like that. All right, so Kennesaw State up 14-0 over UTEP here. Is this going to be a blowout? Are they going to blow them out? Yeah, no way Sea-Dog's Buzzsaw. You never seen him? Have you ever seen him? Have you ever seen the Buzzsaw? Looks nothing like Sea-Dog. They don't look anything like each other. Joe says he's excited for the Pitt game. Could be a big game for Tech. Haynes King Senior night, too. Might get emotional, to be honest. There are only a few times it's appropriate to cry as a man and a Tech fan. Sea-Dog might go through a lot of them soon. Birth of your kid. Wedding because you're required to. And Haynes King's last home game at the Dodd. Those are the times it's appropriate to cry. There he is.
Hey, dude. Sorry, my phone died right as I clicked the link.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm blowing it.
Yeah. We totally planned this.
Yeah.
So Slim wasn't on there for you to gloat?
Dude, he freaking ducked me. And if he thinks that that's gonna save him from the lashing, he's got another thing coming. Because I'm gonna find him. He can't hide from me forever.
No, he can't. If you guys are not aware, Slim's lock of the week was SMU over to cover over Wake. And Sea-Dog's lock of the week was Wake winning outright. How'd that go?
Yeah. Big, huge W for Sea-Dog.
Wake fumbles 5 times in that game. Didn't matter.
That's like us against Colorado, but worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, man. UTEP 1st and 10.
SMU didn't even have altitude to worry about either.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
It's going to be second down for UTEP. 2nd and 8, probably. So, we were just, I don't know if you heard us talking, but we're talking about it's only appropriate to cry as a Tech fan, like birth of your kid. And you're going to go through a lot of them. And then Haynes King's last home game at the Dodd.
Oh, man.
A lot of time here for UTEP. Takes off running. Slides short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Damn, I'm way behind you.
What a moron.
I don't actually care, though.
Yeah, someone asked.
UTEP versus Kennesaw State. What are you doing?
Dude, we cover all the teams here. We're what Sleeta wishes he was. I'm a Kennesaw State fan, man. I'm a Georgia fan, Falcons fan. If you guys don't super chat me right now, I'm leaving. If you guys don't know about Sleeta, you need to go Sports Live of the ATL. Is this 50-something-year-old man that's been on YouTube since 2009, and all he does is berate his own subscribers for not donating money to him. He has his own dental cash app.
He's one of the funniest characters. He's like a character from a show. He has so many personality quirks. Like he claims to be a fan of all the Georgia teams. So Braves, Hawks, Falcons, Georgia Tech.
Yes.
Falcon, but don't let him fool you.
He doesn't know
He
anything
really
about any of those teams, though.
he doesn't know anything about them except maybe the Falcons. The
Yeah.
Falcons is his main thing. He only pretends to know about the other ones.
Yeah, I asked him to name 5 players that have ever played for Georgia ever a few years ago, and all he did was, or for Tech, because he said he's a Tech fan. I was like, name 5
Yeah.
players that have ever played for Tech. He said Muhammad Massaquoi, like Crowell, like all Georgia players.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, dude?
He's ridiculous, and he demands money from his subscribers. And
Yeah,
he threatens to like stop streaming if people don't send him money and stuff.
yeah. So it'll be 3rd and 3 for UTEP here. See if they can convert.
Listen, man, I'm worried about Sleeta.
Yeah, they throw it away. They'll have to punt.
I'm concerned that if we win the ACC championship, Sleeta is going to stream it, and we're not going to have any viewers.
Yeah, he's going to take all our viewers, man. What would be tragic is if they all went to watch him and then he stopped streaming because I didn't donate to him. Would be a tragedy. Yeah, if you don't donate, I'm leaving YouTube. He also put #used in the title of his latest video. Like, he thinks that people watching him and not donating or super chatting him, he thinks that's being used.
Yeah. He's quite the character. He's quite the character.
If you don't know who Sleeta is, get off this stream right now. Type in YouTube Sports Live in the ATL and just watch his latest video. And you tell and if you don't donate to him, you're getting banned.
Yeah,
No,
all he does is complain about everything. And he on like earlier this year, he went on and on about how of all the times he's been cucked.
Yes.
I mean, he freely offers up that information. You couldn't torture that out of information out of me. What Sleeta comes on the internet and tells everyone under no pressure.
Yeah, he'll be like, so the 3rd time I got cucked was also bad. All right.
He tells a story about how he takes a girl on a camping trip and she has sex with another dude next to him in the same tent.
They're in a tent.
He's laying there and they're having sex next to him. The girl he brought.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the wherewithal to, I don't know, get up and leave, maybe. I guess he just has to lay there.
Did he bring her home? I think he did.
He gave her a ride home.
Oh, my God.
Her hair's still a mess from getting railroaded by some other guy. Rollout here for Kennesaw State, 1st down.
That is brutal, man.
He's mad that a woman asked him for $200 for gas. Yeah, he hates women. I mean, for anyone that thinks, I have some kind of issue, this guy, women they're also using him, and they only want him for money, which he definitely has, which is why he begs you for money. I mean, don't think about it too long.
Yeah, he was flexing that he was eating steak one time. And he showed the steak, and it had like a clearance sticker on it. So he's a character. He's a lolcow.
Deep ball here, man, wide open, overthrew him.
Oh my God, sounds like us.
Yeah, I've seen that a time or two. Got my master's degree from KSU. LOL. Well, it's not LOL. That's something to be proud of. Hootie hoo.
Look, hootie hoo. We're free. I support KSU.
Yeah, KSU's. I'm low key down with the Owls.
I'm down with them. Yeah.
We had our beef last year, but I'm over it.
You beefed with KSU?
Yeah, I didn't like them firing Bohannon.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
2nd and 10 here for the Owls. We'll see what happens. Play action.
Worked out.
Oh man, he makes a move. Picks up about 6. KSU is a good school to go to. Yeah. Sven says I taught him one time years ago. He left after 3 minutes. Yeah, probably because you didn't give him any money. He's like, yeah, I'm gone.
He's a douchebag. Like, he's rude too. Like, he's not fun to talk to.
No, in his latest post, I was just like, this isn't even funny anymore. This guy's just a bitch.
He like looks down on college football community for whatever reason.
3rd and 5, dumps it off. I think they converted this. Minute 48 to go in the first. I think they converted that. Yeah, they did.
I actually also met him in person. He showed up to the very first Slob Olympics
in Atlanta. What? And didn't he have gloves with the fingers cut out of him?
Well, yeah, everybody thought he was a homeless guy. He was wearing a beanie that was 2 sizes too big, and he has to keep picking it up because it keeps falling down over his eyes. He's like 7 feet tall. It's
he's like 6'4".
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's quite the character.
Deion Sanders says, I finished my application a couple weeks ago for UGA's special needs program. Well, I heard they have a lot of applicants, so I hope you get in. I'll never forget when Uncle Lou and a few others trolled him for being a bandwagon. Well, the biggest troll was Sleeta did this hot tub stream. Do you want to tell them about the hot tub stream, Cito?
Oh, yeah, he did do a hot tub stream, and he got up at one point, and he was wearing tidy whities.
Like his Walter Whiteys, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the funniest streams. It was after Georgia had won their first or second national title, and he joined VicTube stream, which is full of real Georgia fans. And
yeah, I remember, this is right when I came in the community. I might have even been in that stream.
It was so funny, dude. It was so funny. But Uncle Lou comes on. He's like, Sleeta, you're not a Georgia fan. You're the biggest loser on YouTube. Yeah, it was really funny. I remember that.
Yeah, man, he was getting lit up. Like,
I wish I could find that clip. It's on VicTube channel at some point.
Yeah. And then there was also a super drunk Georgia fan that was just like, shut the hell up, dude. God, no one likes you.
Dude, everybody that was in that stream jumped all over his ass, deservedly.
He had like a belt, didn't he? Like a championship belt and stuff.
And a balloon, yes. He's the one thing worse than a Georgia fan, a freaking bandwagon Georgia fan.
He's not even really a bandwagon Georgia fan. He's just a bandwagon whatever he thinks is going to be popular.
Yeah, I would say he's a bandwagon because he literally said it with his whole chest. He was like, yeah, Georgia's not competing with a national title, so I'm not watching them. He said that when they played Florida State in the bowl game. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that. So he's clearly only cares if they're, playing for some sort of championship.
He also records videos in his car in the pitch black. And he's like, guys, you don't know how hard I work to bring you this content.
Yeah.
I have no idea why you're not subscribing.
He came on and yelled at me on BVD show. I used to do a show with BVD. He came on and yelled at me because I said he was a casual Georgia fan, which which is being generous to call him a casual Georgia fan. He's barely a Georgia fan, and I would even say he's not a Georgia fan, but he comes on, he loses it. I'm like, look, man, it's okay. He totally went off on me. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he got onto you. I was in there with you. I'm pretty sure. And that's when he got onto you. He's like, how much money have you donated to BVD?
Yeah, he was like, how much money have you donated to BVD? I'm like, buddy, I've sent plenty of money to BVD.
Yeah. And then he tried to use BVD's death for his own financial gain. Like, he was basically started saying, like, I donated all this money to BVD. And he was basically wanting people to reimburse him for that, which is one of the craziest things I've ever heard someone do.
Yeah. He's if you want to feel better about yourself, you can go watch that man's life.
Yeah, it's like watching Dr. Phil or Jerry Springer. You're like, man, at least I'm not that.
It's super entertaining. He is the biggest loser on the internet.
So it wasn't the call was reversed for Kennesaw State, so they ended up having to punt. UTEP's got the ball, and I tell you what, I noticed incomplete for UTEP. Haynes King's growing a mustache. Did you notice that?
Oh,
I think the word has gotten out.
Oh wow!
I think
I've got a bit of one.
You do. That looks like the Guy Fawkes mask mustache a little bit. I can respect it.
My wife kissed me yesterday, and she's like, "It's actually soft."
Yeah, that man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel about that. Here, I'll put you up on the screen so people can see you.
Yeah, check it out.
Guys, let's have a mustache off right now.
All right, well, don't compare to yours. This is just me not.
This is
shaving
about
for
me
a week
feeling
and a half.
good. This is about me
Oh
feeling
my
good.
God. You got to get one on me, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, savor it. It's about the only thing you got on me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
go
the
ahead.
last time we competed in the Slob Olympics? Who finished higher?
Oh my God. Just because you no-show doesn't
And-
mean that,
That we both competed.
buddy.
Answer the
Where were
question.
you in Panama City?
Answer the question.
Where were you in Panama City? Huh? I
Tunner,
was second.
what
in
is
that
this
freaking
UTEP
Slob
quarterback
Olympics.
doing? He could have ran for the first down. Instead, he did what Sea-Dog would do playing quarterback, just stood there like an idiot and then ran
my
out of
God.
bounds for about 3 yards. Watching
I would lead us
UTEP is
to a
like
freaking-
watching you do anything athletic.
I would lead us to a natty. I would. Okay. Just because you beat my brother, I'm not my brother. I'm
You
physically
got the
superior
same
to him in every way.
You got some similar DNA though.
Oh my
That L
God.
taking DNA to WreckTalk.
Half of it. What in the world is this? Okay, I'm far behind you. Yeah, that was a terrible decision by the UTEP quarterback there. He totally had the first down. What are you doing?
It looked like you. Looked like you. Don't you ever open your mouth about the best. I'm gonna
You're out
shut
of
it
your
for
mind,
you
dude.
real quick.
We're gonna need to do our own competition.
When you come over for the NC State stream, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I'm gonna beat the shit. I'm gonna kick you right in the nuts. I that's honestly one of the most boneheaded plays I've seen. I
what
cannot
was he
believe
doing?
he didn't just.
I had to look at the clock. I was like, is this the second, like 2 seconds before half? He's trying to throw a Hail Mary. That's the only way that would make sense.
I couldn't believe it, dude. That was wild. Maybe he thought his receiver would get open, like he saw something. Maybe
he's like, if I just stand here long enough, someone will be open at some point.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Short punt that takes a big UTEP bounce. They'll come down to the 41 or the 36. I'm just going to say numbers until one of them will be right.
What's the deal with this team? Are they 2-5?
They're 5-2, dude. Are you dyslexic?
I'm talking about UTEP, you asshole.
Oh shit, I'm dyslexic. You hit the Uno reverse on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Rec, what's your first name? It's Daddy. Your mama just didn't tell you. Tech is better than UGA this year. Of course. Sea-Dog, do you want to comment on that?
Of course. I'll tell you what the hardest game we have left is Pitt.
Yeah.
It's the best team we have left on our schedule.
Yeah.
We're not losing to Georgia. We're not. They don't understand that. Like, no Georgia fans are worried about it, but that's because they're not smart enough to be.
Yeah, that is true. Kennesaw State's up 14-0. They have yet to score on offense.
What was the UTEP coach yelling at the refs about? He was really carrying on there.
All right. What, man, feet for hands here. Guy wide open, just sitting in the zone for Kennesaw State and drops it. UGA low-key isn't as good as they normally are. I agree. They're not good, period.
Yeah. Would you say they're worse or better than last year?
Would I say they're worse or better than they were last year?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think they could be better than they were last year.
They're better. It's marginal, I would say.
Just from the standpoint of it's a miracle they made the ACC or the SEC title last year. They couldn't catch and they couldn't run.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I would say
we're
they're
a
better.
lot better. So, they're cooked. Is all I can say.
Georgia Tech blew their chance last year. Here we go with this. What about the year before?
Yeah, we don't get it's got nothing to do. They seem to think just because we didn't win last year that we can never win again. I don't. It's got nothing to do. One game's got nothing to do with the other.
I'm standing behind it. I said, look, I don't know when we're going to win this game. I don't know if it's this year, whatever. But we're gonna rip off 2 or 3 in a row, and I'm gonna love it. It's not gonna be some one-off thing. Oh, you beat us once, and that now it's gonna be 10 years before you. No, it's not gonna be that. It's a different.
Well,
day.
they thought you had your chance once and you missed it, and now it's gonna be no. It's not. They're in for a rude awakening, dude. I don't know who the fuck they think they are. They're not what they used to be in 2022. They're not.
Sea Dog naming his kid Haynes. I have an idea. We'll fight for real on the NC State stream. And if I win, you have to name the kid Wreck.
Wreck?
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
Do you not think you can win? If you think you can beat me so easily.
If you beat me, I'll name my kid freaking Scooter.
Wreck will do.
I'll name my kid Jeff with a G.
Oh my God, dude. I mean,
that's how confident I am.
Name your kid Jeff Collins. Change your last name to Collins.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of him ever since he left Georgia Tech and ruined North Carolina's program. That was cool. That's the only cool thing he's done.
I don't think Georgia's defense is terrible. Says I know Georgia's defense is terrible, but is mainly on pass defense. Georgia's run defense is pretty good. But the thing is, Georgia's played some pretty good teams, in particular offenses. Like, I'm not here to defend Georgia, obviously, but I wouldn't say their defense is awful. You would get that impression. This is the weird thing by like going back and forth or just a cursory look at Georgia fans' discourse. Like when Georgia fans talk to each other, you'd think they have the worst team in the history of football. But if they talk to you, it's like the best team that's ever been fielded on a team. So it's bizarre to me.
They love Georgia anytime except for when they're playing.
Yeah, it's just like, man. I mean, there was like legitimate talks. Like one of these guys wanted Kirby fired. They've wanted Bobo fired.
Yeah.
Even they wanted Bobo fired, and then he called a game where they didn't punt. The problem is they don't know the game that they say that they love.
Mm-hmm.
Go Owls, hooty hoo, we will win the Natty next year. Screw the Dogs. They probably are better than Georgia, don't you say?
I'd be a hooty hoo freaking owl if y'all played Georgia. That's for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah, I would. I'd get decked out in some Kennesaw State stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if Georgia lost to Florida and Tech this year. That's not the craziest thing ever said.
Yeah, we could knock them out of the. I mean, they could totally lose another game on the way to us, and we can knock them out of the playoffs. Absolutely.
Yeah,
that is on the table.
Is Buster gone next season with all of these job openings?
Yes.
I don't know.
There's a 0% chance he'll be our offensive coordinator.
I don't agree with that. I mean,
I do.
It depends on what you. Well, let's think about it. I don't think he's getting hired as a head coach of any of these teams. I don't think he wants to go to UAB, or somewhere like that. And all of these teams have these inflated ideas of what their team is, like Virginia Tech. Even though I think Virginia Tech should hire Buster Faulkner as their head coach, and I would root for Buster there if he's not playing us. But then the thought is, okay, could he go to Florida as their OC? Let's say Florida were to hire whoever they hire, and then they throw money at Buster. I think he could. I think he would go be the OC at Florida, possibly. I'm not sure. I think it depends on how much he believes in Philo. I think the worry would be he takes Philo with him.
Yeah, I can't believe that he's been here as long as he has. I think he's gone. That's just my opinion. I just do not think he will be here next year. And yeah, I am worried he'll take Philo. That would suck. That would really mess us up.
It would.
That would really mess us up, dude. We need to pay to keep him.
Again.
Brothers, I have arrived.
Coffee Killer in the chat here. Appreciate the $2.
Welcome.
Yeah,
we've been awaiting your arrival.
I tell you what I was worried about, because I thought Virginia was going to be ass. I thought he might go get hired by Virginia if they were to hire or fire. Damn, I can't remember his name now. Who's their coach?
Tony Elliott.
Tony Elliott, yeah.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that, Tony Elliott would outlast the likes of James Franklin and Brian Kelly even. I'm like, dude, I was saying things like Tony Elliott is their Jeff Collins. But they turned their roster around in the offseason. They appear to have
yeah, but damned if they didn't try and lose to Blue Chew.
Look, they're brand new to winning, so it makes sense.
What's the chances of Key leaving anytime soon? Less than 5%, is my opinion.
Yeah, like I feel the opposite about Key that I do about Buster. Like, there's no way Brent Key's gonna leave. Me and you have both said this. Like, whatever you got to pay Key to get him to leave Tech is gonna be more than he's worth.
Yeah, I don't think Key's going anywhere. I think Buster and Winky are the ones I would be worried about.
Right. Oh yeah, Winky too.
Because Winky would probably make a good OC for somebody, and Florida State's about to wipe their entire staff.
Well, just anybody. I'm sure anybody could use a good quarterbacks coach. Like, who name your Notre Dame.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would go be. I think he'd be looking to take an OC job. I think he would stay at Tech. Yeah, if he was.
You don't think he'd go? You don't think he'd go to like a program like Notre Dame as a quarterbacks coach?
No.
I've been saying like Penn State, if they knew what they were doing, would hire him as their quarterbacks coach, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me as long as we get to keep them. We kept them both of them way longer than I thought we would.
Well, to Tech's credit, we've given Buster 3 contracts now.
He's one of the highest paid coordinators in the country.
This guy has a ton of time. This UTEP guy, he finally does the smart thing and takes off running, and he picks up the first down. Isn't that something? Buster's the highest paid coordinator in Tech history.
And he's one of the highest. He's among the highest paid in the country now.
Top 10 OC pay. And I think he's top 25 in coordinator pay. The DCs just make a ton of money right now.
Oh my God, dude! So I'm so far behind you. They had the entire defensive line on the ground. That's crazy.
That guy was just sitting there like he was stuck in an idle animation.
This guy has amazing protection. That's wild, dude.
Oh, what a move. Completion. Still on his feet. UTEP's going to score because Kennesaw State was sick the day they taught tackling at tackling school. Man.
I thought our pass rush was bad. Dude, he literally had pancaked the dude, and he was just standing there because he had nothing else to do. On that last play.
They let a guy named Josh Schutz score on him. What are you doing?
No.
1 missed tackle. Let's count them. 2, 3. 3 missed tackles. 1 missed tackle. 2 missed tackles. Jeez, what a bunch of idiots. What are you doing?
I thought that Kennesaw State would be a lot worse after firing Bohannon.
I did too. And we were talking about it earlier. They're doing well now, and I'm certainly happy for them. As far as sustained success, though, I do have concerns with just how they stack up money when facility-wise with the other teams in their own conference.
Now, I can tell you who they'd beat right now.
Georgia.
They would beat Georgia State.
Boy,
Georgia State is dog shit, dude.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Where's Ben Moore? Anyone seen him?
Dude, that guy is owned by us. I wish we could get him to crash out the way that Scoop on the U did.
Jeez, that would be a career ender for him.
Yeah, it would. Maybe if we torture him enough. I talk shit whenever I see him pop up on my feed.
Which he literally started. Like we had no idea who that guy even was until he started running his mouth about Tech.
Yeah, he wanted attention. He's got it.
Then we bent him into a pretzel and stuck it in
Yeah.
right there in midfield in Atlanta.
It feels so good when my team like handles business and backs up the shit talk that we do. Because like,
especially for me, because
Well-
I've written some pretty big checks, especially
Well,
on week 1 games.
I wrote some big checks with the Georgia game this year, so hopefully we deliver. They deliver on that for me.
You did go in on them.
I'm not done either. I'll tell you what. But
hold on one second. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. But tell these guys how stupid George is.
Yeah, I did write some. I believe I said that we were going to beat their ass at the end of the year. I said it with my whole chest. I said it. I predicted it this year. You know, up until now, every year predicting Georgia Tech's schedule, I would I'd be predicting our schedule, and then I would put I would say, yeah, easy mop up win at the end of the year, and then I put the loss as a joke, just because I didn't want to have to say that we would lose to Georgia. Well, this year I said it, and then I actually put it as a win for the first time. I honestly believed going into this year that we would beat them. I know the staff and the players and everybody are sick after what happened last year. So there's really no doubt in my mind that we'll beat them. There never was. Only if you're a Georgia fan, don't know what the hell you're doing or talking about. Do you think that Georgia Tech is going to lose to them? But it's not happening. So
23F23, which is an interesting name. All of SEC is overrated. They have too many holes that can't be explained. I'm trying to think of something that has too many holes that can't be explained. I can't think of anything clever at the moment. Got good news going in my first Georgia Tech game this year at 35 years old. Who all is going and where are you sitting? I will not be there. But maybe someone in the chat can tell y'all can meet up. You can tell some Georgia fans what's up to the Georgia Tech game.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to my brother is going to that, I guess. I really wish it was so fun. Like we were talking about it the other day, like how much fun we had, streaming that game last year. That was a lot of fun, even though he lost. Like it was the four of us, me, you, him, and Cody. But he's going to the game apparently, so yippee.
An undefeated season.
I'm gonna find another brother. I've got 3 other ones. I'm gonna get one of them to come. I'm gonna replace him with one of my 3 other brothers. See how he likes that.
Well, C-Dog, you know that I'm an only child.
Yeah.
Will you be my brother?
Of course, man.
Sweet.
I'm already your brother.
1st and 10 for Kennesaw State. Trying to get to the perimeter. He only gets about a yard, though. I'm glad that you're my brother, man.
Yeah, man. We're twins.
Yeah, born 10 years apart or whatever. Whatever it is, 8.
Twin flames, rather.
Yeah, we're twin flames, dude. I tell you, that's how much I love you, dude. I would join a cult with you
Thanks, man.
if you wanted to.
Well, how many religions have you converted to on stream with me?
2. 2. I converted to Christianity for the North Carolina win. But you know what? Both times I did that, we won, though. Yeah. So eventually I'm going to run out of religions. Big run for Kennesaw State. Another first down. I'll have to start like I'll have to convert to Taoism or something.
Yeah, dude. Or you could be like Florida State.
Convert to Satanism?
And go, I was going to say Islam. Because they're going to be turned into the Saudis soon for money. They're out of money.
Dude, you know that they would. They'd be like...
Of course they would. They're un-American, dude.
They'd be like, that live golf stuff. We could do something like that.
Yeah, dude. Florida State would sell their soul to Satan for... they're just like Georgia.
Yeah, they'd be like, I heard that song Devil Went Down to Georgia. How about Devil Went Down to Florida? Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal. They want to fire Mike Norvell so bad. They're so jealous. How jealous are they right now of everybody firing their coach? And meanwhile, their AD comes out like, oh, we're going to take a look at the end of the year. That's going to hurt to hear.
That, and then you got to look at Georgia Tech be top to bottom a better program than you.
Yeah.
And that's not even trash talk. That is a fact.
Yeah.
It's a flat out fact.
I mean, Mike Norvell did a great job going 13-0, undefeated, winning the conference, and getting left out was a complete snub. But he failed in letting that destroy his entire team and program. I mean, he let that one moment, and that is hard. Like, that sucks. But I mean, that's the killer. Like, okay, I even could maybe excuse going. I could excuse maybe going 2-10 the next year. Like, but this year you gotta find a way to win. They had a tough schedule to open. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they've had it really rough.
Yeah, they suck. What did they do, Sea-Dog? Oh, intercepted. UTEP bringing it back. The ball he went to throw.
No!
Someone hit the ball from behind. It got popped up and intercepted.
No.
Dude, Kennesaw State's about to get their ass beat. They still haven't scored on offense. They're up 14-7, but they haven't scored a single offensive point. So
I read your title of your video. They have never been to a bowl game. Is that right?
Yes.
In the FBS, I'm guessing you mean in the FBS.
Yeah.
Wasn't this sort of like second or third year?
Yeah, but that's still a correct statement.
Okay.
I don't really appreciate you questioning my ass. I'm
just trying to get the situation straight. That's all.
Okay.
You can put whatever clickbait you want.
Damn, dude, that's how you know I've been bodying Sea-Dog on here. Starts doing that damn Florida State and Dion shit. That's clickbait. You said something I don't like about my own coach. It's clickbait.
Yeah.
It's like, I think you should look up what that is and then go watch College Football Addiction.
You won't believe what happens next.
Yeah. Brent Key to where?
You're out of your mind. Brent Key's not going anywhere. I don't care where. I don't care where. Oh, you were doing a clickbait title. I thought you were reading a comment.
No, that would be.
I thought you were saying
title.
Brent Key was going to take the LSU job or like. And I'm sorry,
you won't believe where Brent Key's going to coach or something.
He's going nowhere.
That would be the title.
Yeah.
Man, UTEP is running some crazy shit right now, like double fake reverses. I don't even think they have a quarterback in at quarterback. Also, Grayson Foster says going hole to hole has to go in a WreckTalk channel recap at the end of the year. I think we should make a whole video about hole to hole and why it is super heterosexual.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that could be a thing. WreckTalk recap. I do a highlight reel at the end of every on the anniversary of my starting my channel every year. I'll put that clip in it. This year will be my 5th year.
5 years for Sea-Dog. Yeah. Do I have the generic clap thing still on my soundboard? You know, the one that comes with every one?
Yeah.
I hold on, I might. I do. That gets abused by everyone that streams.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time you've ever heard it on this stream.
Probably. But yeah, if I make it to December 11th, that'll be 5 years on YouTube. It's been a great year this past year too. We had it's December 11th, so that means that the bowl game is
be after
would be this year. Yeah. Cuz last year it included the Gasparilla Bowl against UCF. This year, of course, we freaking lost to Vandy in the Birmingham Bowl. And I think I recorded footage from that game because I went.
Yeah, and you
But
got mad that
sometimes when I go to a game, I'll record the whole. I do like a vlog, and if we lose, I get pissed and I don't upload it.
Can I tell people why you do that? Why you record so much when you're at the game?
Yeah, you can tell them. It's an open. It's not even a secret.
Dog can't see at
Yeah.
all. So when he goes to probably why he doesn't go to many, and I wouldn't blame him, is he ain't got no clue what he's looking at.
Oh, it's a terrible game day experience. The Clemson game was brutal, dude. I couldn't see shit.
See,
We're on
like
the
game,
line.
the game's going on over here. Dog's looking over here at the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
To try and see. And like we were on the 20, like he was saying. So most of the game, he's looking at this odd angle at everything too. I also don't think Dog has depth perception. I don't, with how bad his vision is. So do you have depth perception?
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
Can you see the stream? Which finger's in front and which one's in back?
I'm not. No, I can't see it.
Okay, we know you wouldn't have. I would say that too, but no, he has glasses, and they're Dog's glasses. I'm not exaggerating. Look like Bubbles' glasses from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah. Have you ever? They're like Coke bottle glasses. Have you ever put them on?
I think so, and I'm not exaggerating. Made me nauseous a little just putting them on. Like, it was disorienting for me.
It's really bad. I don't see good at all. It's bad.
You need to do a Bubbles character for that.
Holy fuck, Ricky!
Every time you do that, you go to jail, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, me? I just live here in this shack with my kitties.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's bad. I have horrible eyesight. And yes, the Clemson game was an awful experience. Get game day experience. Like, it was hot as shit.
It was.
And I couldn't see. And dude, not only that, but I'm trying to record. My phone is overheating.
Yes.
So it's really dim. I can't see it on my phone either because my phone's hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, it's about to give you the overheating. Nico says Dog equals Bubbles, Rec equals Julian, Tantor equals Ricky. I think you have that backwards. I would be Ricky, and I think Tantor will be Julian because Julian's like the more stable between Ricky and them.
Yeah.
And honestly, me and you would be Julian and Ricky, but you look too much like Bubbles with your glasses, so you're just.
You think I feel like my personality is more like Ricky. Rather more so Ricky than Julian.
I'd have to drive with you with a glass of water in your hand and see how you did with it.
Yeah.
Like if you spilled it, we would know.
I don't think I'm like Julian at all, really.
It's not rocket appliances, Julian. Okay, let's just do it.
I've been compared to Ricky personality wise a lot, actually.
So am I the Julian? I guess
I would say that probably. I'd say you're more like Julian than me.
I'll take that. Julian's respectable. I like that.
Well, Julian is Ricky's retarded. Julian is appears not to be, but is also retarded.
Yeah, Bubbles is the smartest one of them.
Yeah. He manages to stay out of jail every time.
My favorite episode. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite episode. 4th and 1 here for UTEP's going to punt. Whatever. Is where Rush comes to town. And Bubbles is a huge Rush fan.
Yes.
And they're like, give me an R. And Bubbles is like, I'll give you a fucking R.
Dude, I love that episode. At the end when they play the song.
Yes.
That episode's awesome.
And Bubbles is playing on his acoustic guitar.
Yes. That's one of my favorite moments in the show. I love Closer to the Heart, too. And that episode and then the Microphone Assassin were my two favorite.
I think UTEP converted here. It's like 4:50 to go in the second. UTEP's probably going to tie this game up, and Kennesaw State's going to go through an entire half without scoring an offensive point. They had a podcast at one time that it's some of the hardest I laughed off of one stupid thing. They're all high as shit.
Really?
Obviously, yeah. And Ricky's like, I just for a really long time I've wanted to have like a really long gooseneck so I could see things better. And Bubbles is just like, you want to have a gooseneck, Ricky? And I don't know what it was about that just hit me at the time. I wasn't high, but
I'll have to listen to it. That's funny. So they're like in character on the podcast?
Yes.
Can
you give me
they have an animated show too.
I bet that's not great.
Yeah.
Ooh. UTEP quarterback takes a pretty big hit. He was wanting a targeting call. Doesn't get it. I'll be second. That'll be 3rd and 10. How about Bubbles, why don't you go give me some jalapeno chips? It's jalapeno, Rick. Not jalapeno.
Yeah.
Bubbles, I don't have time for this. Just go get me some jalapeno chips and some smokes.
Worst Case Ontario was one that I really liked.
I don't know. I haven't seen them all. It's an empty set for UTEP here. They'll throw a screen and not get it. Go ahead.
I'm talking about a Rickyism.
He has some good ones.
He says Worst Case Ontario.
I love that he always references like I don't have my grade 10.
Yeah, I gotta get my grade 10. He does get it at one point too.
Yeah.
Gets his grade 10. I had a hard time figuring out what he was even talking about for a while.
Yeah, in different countries they say that like university. In Europe they call maths, like it's plural.
Yeah.
4th and 10, 38-yard field goal attempt. It looks like it's going to be good for you.
Like, I'm not fucking book smart. Smart. Fucking learning reading shit.
He said something to describe Georgia fans, the difference in Georgia and Georgia Tech fans to a T. Ricky once said, hey, some people are like book smart and stuff, and then some people are smart at other stuff, like lifting heavy objects or like cleaning things real good.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yep.
Smart at lifting heavy objects.
I'm actually smart at that. I'm like,
Where'd you go? Yeah, he does love pepperonis. Sea-Dog, I guess his phone died again. You know how Sea-Dog does this. Either way, Kennesaw State, they rolled off 14 unanswered and now have given up 10 unanswered points. They're a 12.5-point favorite before kick, and will be bowl eligible if they win this game. Would hate to see it slip out of their hands to a 2-5 UTEP. What are you doing, Owls? I thought Owls could see everything. They can turn their head 360. They got big-ass eyes like Garfield. I mean, you'd think that naturally they'd be covering. I am glad that we sorted out Sea-Dog's Ricky. I'm Julian. I guess we'd have to find a Bubbles then. Who would be Bubbles in our community? There he is.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know. I hit a button or something and messed it up.
You've been downgraded to Bubbles for that.
Cody is totally Bubbles, dude.
Cody can be Bubbles.
Cody's a good Bubbles. He's also the Beavis to my butthead.
Nice.
He's like, we'll walk around. We like to, when we, obviously we're both married, so we all hang out as married couples, and me and Cody walk around laughing like Beavis and Butthead. We're like, our wives keep making us walk in the hot sun, and I'll be like, hey Beavis, and be like, yeah, Butthead. I'll be like, uh, I just realized something. This sucks.
Why are they making you walk in the hot sun for?
Dude, they make us walk in the hot sun. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Every time we're with them, with these women, they make us walk around.
I
It's
don't
hot.
have those
I don't know.
problems.
I know.
I sit in
You
the
get
air
like-
conditioning, happy.
Oh my god! Have you seen these Arby's steak bites?
No, but I actually have. I saw a guy with a massive plate of them. Is that what you're looking
I
at?
saw that too. Can you imagine the meat that's in those things, dude? I saw somebody said they got squirrel knees in those. In those.
Oh yeah, it's probably not even dog food.
Yeah.
UTEP kicks this thing out of bounds. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what it is every time I stream one of these non-tech games, but I'll be damned if they don't end up being a cripple fight every time I do this.
It's bad football.
I guess that's going to be my new modus operandi is bad football.
You got a great one this Saturday with Syracuse and North Carolina, or this Friday night. I mean,
That's Halloween, though. I won't be able to do it.
oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll have to ask my daughter if she's
That'll
okay
be
with it.
that'll be too scary.
Yeah. Especially, I almost want North Carolina to win to see Fran Brown afterward. That'll be 5 weeks in a row he hadn't taken a shower.
Who do I hate more right now, North Carolina or
North
Syracuse?
Carolina. North Carolina's not even close.
Not even close.
Mm-mm.
I'd say it's close.
Fuck North Carolina. Cheating
know.
bastards.
I know. But Syracuse has beat us more recently.
Big Beanie.
I feel like that,
dude, Big
that's
Beanie.
a huge deal for me. What?
Big Beanie can be Bubbles. That's what Just Josh in Sports says. I don't
Big
know him well
Beanie?
enough. I would like to have him
Big
on the
Benny.
show. Yeah. Oh, I keep calling him Beanie.
Beanie. Well, I'm like, what? I don't even know. We don't even know that guy. That's mean to call him Bubbles. We don't even know him.
But I would love to be Bubbles. Bubbles is like my favorite character. You guys know that I'm awful with names, so I'm gonna call him Beanie from now on.
Beanie.
Yeah.
Big Beanie is refers to Salida because he wears a beanie that covers his whole.
All right,
eyes.
I'll call him Bernie then. I would hate I would never do
It's
him the
Benny.
All right, Bobo. I mean, whatever the hell this guy's name is.
Oh my god, dude.
Second down there for Kennesaw State. Play action, deep ball. That should be PI, but they didn't throw the flag. It looked like he grabbed his arm. Oh man, we need to get on Twitter and start bitching about the refs in this game. Be like, man, Kennesaw State's getting hosed in this UTEP game.
On behalf of Kennesaw State?
Yeah, actually, it wasn't as bad as it originally looked. Yeah, we need to get Bernie on the show.
Yeah.
Does he have an email for his channel? Let me go look.
I told him to reach out to me. He said he would get in touch with me soon.
He didn't reach out to you?
He commented on my video, and then I was like, hey, yeah, I love seeing new Georgia Tech creators. And then he was like, we'll get in touch soon. And I said, okay, you can DM me on Twitter. And I gave him my Twitter. So
big third down conversion for Kennesaw State. They just converted a 3rd and 15. Now they're at midfield. First to Kennesaw
20.
State. They'll pick up about 6 yards on the ground, 2:30 to go. We'll see if they'll try and get another playoff before the 2-minute timeout. I do like Benny's style. He's got it's a little bit of a retro, almost like Too Lazy to Try. If you've seen that channel.
Yeah. It's like a video essay kind of almost style.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It reminds me a little bit of the Mindfish video.
Yeah, Mindfish went off. Like, when he does a video, he does a damn video.
And that's the only one he's done, right? What? Okay.
Mr. Sea Dog, pizza bites. Can you yell that?
Tendies.
Need some tendies. I met Sea Dog at President Pool, gave him a hug.
Oh,
man.
you're that guy. I remember you. This guy, yeah, he gave me a big hug after we beat Clemson.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was soaking wet and he didn't care.
Did you get sick at all after that?
No. I'm immune to it, dude. We're winning so much. I've jumped in there so much. It doesn't affect me, dude.
Dude, you'll never get sick again. Now you have like the strongest immune system known to man.
Yeah.
Like if there
Or
was
maybe the amoeba already ate my brain last time. There's nothing left.
that would mean you're like retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, it would explain a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I just got introduced to the term tendies, and I'm a fan. I heard Sea-Dog say it, but I first heard it from Shane Gillis. And I really like tendies. I like things that are immature, usually. Yeah. So I almost didn't even get the opportunity to marry who ended up becoming my ex-wife. Like one of the first times we went somewhere, we're at a gas station. I just looked at her and said, I have to wee-wee. And then I went to the bathroom. And then later she told me, I almost fucking just left you there. I was so embarrassed.
That's funny. My go-to is to say I got to go TT.
I like to count down before I pee. I like to go 3, 2, 1, pee, and then pee.
That's strange.
Call it what you want. It works in the trough.
Oh my God. 3, 2, 1, pee, huh? Yeah. Well, I like to sing a little as I go pee.
And take the microphone with you.
Yeah, pee dog, right?
Just Josh in Sports says, I want to make Georgia Tech content so bad. Just do it. Me and Sea-Dog are literally the dumbest people I know, and we did it.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta it depends what kind you want to make, but for me, I just pick up my phone and yell my thoughts into it and people watch it. So
yeah, you just need an email account. That's pretty much what you need. Yeah. And a camera and something to record your voice. Now
you can do, there's like a ton of different styles you can do. You can be like a podcast type, like the new guys Catch a Buzz.
Yeah.
They're like a podcast type of show. Or you can do like video essays, like that requires a little bit of editing skills, like like Benny or Beanie.
Bernie.
Or you can be, an idiot that just yells on your phone.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to go.
Yeah, there's all kind of options. You got to be entertaining. That's the thing. But
you know what the hardest thing for me to get over was?
What?
Listening to my voice recorded.
Really?
If you haven't heard your voice like recorded back to you,
yeah,
especially if you're a Southerner, it sounds so hick.
Now that I think of it,
sounds exaggerated.
It does. It did bother me at first, but now I can't get enough of it, to be honest.
I love me.
I know.
I love me, dude.
My wife always gets on to me for watching my own videos.
Well, we've been through this. She hasn't been tempted on the level we have.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, what's the problem? I like watching good content.
Yeah. I make what I want to watch, and then I go watch it.
I'm like, man, this guy's pretty good.
This guy knows what he's talking about. All right, well, coming out of the 2-minute timeout here, quick throw dropped. Gonna be 2nd and 10. That's what it is. Yeah, just do it, dude. Yeah, do whatever you want. The other big hurdle to get over is like, what are you doing, dude? Huh? The big hurdle is to listen to your co-host pee. I missed opportunity here. Wide open touchdown overthrown again. Now the other hurdle to get through, because look, let me actually get to some real talk with you guys here. You know how we get on the late night streams. Here's a little secret to life I'm going to tell you. We're all sensitive. Everyone. They might say they don't care. I don't care what other people think. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And if you make a channel, you're putting yourself out there. and then you have to get over the hurdle of no one watching you for a minute, right?
Dude, that's brutal in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like no one, dude. I used to stream to one. I remember my first stream. I had like it was one middle school kid in the comment section. He was funny as shit though. I remember him, Samuel Pate. I wish he would come by more often.
He's getting
but
ready to graduate.
Yeah, I know. He comes by sometimes still. He was so funny in middle school, but yeah. It's brutal, dude. I would get like 5 views on a video,
Yeah.
but you just got to thug it out.
Yeah. I mean, I on another stream, I went back. It was one of the late night streams, and I watched one of my original videos. It was before the Virginia game that Zach Gibson ran out of bounds. And I was like, this is so bad. I am such an idiot.
Yeah, dude. I had a very strange first few videos. I would put like royalty free background music, and then
Yeah, you got to get that ad revenue.
yeah, it was it was strange.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Because you think I'm going to hit it big. I'm going to be,
Yeah, you have to kind of find your identity at first. Some people are better than others. Like Benny knows what he's doing. He's got high quality, and his videos are already doing really well. Like right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like his videos are high quality. But some people you just learn as you go. Like me. Like my first videos were strange and bad, and also like I used to, I don't know if this happened to you, but for a little bit, I would hit record on the camera and freeze. Like every thought I had would exit my mind.
Oh, yeah. I still do it. I can't remember people's names when I'm recording to save my life. Kennesaw State just pinned them on the 1 inch yard line here, though. Takis Pitt says, I'll let you guys know if I can make the Tech game down in Atlanta. It's still too far out to know what my work schedule is. Okay. Are you in Pennsylvania somewhere?
Same with me, but I'm having a newborn, obviously. So, but I would love to hang out with Takis Pitt. He was my first like arch enemy on YouTube.
Nice.
We're cool now, but yeah, we had huge beef because my very first video was about the Jeff Collins handshake with Pat Narduzzi.
Damn. So UTEP on their own 1 inch yard line here. Can Kennesaw State get a safety like Virginia did against Washington State here? A little quarterback sneak. They might get it. I think they got a safety. Where are they going to spot him? Safety for Kennesaw State, man.
Oh, wow.
It's rare you see a safety. I feel like I've seen more this season than I ever have. One was intentional. Or Gooseman98 says, my coworker's son is the punter for KSU, Josh Hewitt, I think is how you say that. Well, he's got a lot of work today, man. Your coworker's son is probably going to have to ice his leg down a number of times I've had to punt this first half.
Wow.
But that is cool. Talking Spit says, yeah, I actually live 40 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. I'm going to be honest with you. Anything north of the Mason-Dixon is an enigma to me. I took a big leap of faith that Pittsburgh was in Pennsylvania. I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, why is Rhode Island and Vermont their own state? All that shit in the Northeast should just be New York.
There's too many little states out there, like Connecticut and stuff that don't really have anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's dumb.
Connecticut is like one big highway.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Nantucket? And that Rhode Island, I think. I'm not sure. Then you got these states in the Midwest that are just big blocks. They're like Velveeta cheese in the grocery aisle.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, Wyoming has shape, doesn't it?
I couldn't tell you. If you gave me a
I
blank
couldn't
map, I couldn't point out Wyoming to you.
Yeah.
Colonies era when 10,000 was a big city. Yeah. People up north have said the same about Rhode Island. See, I knew I was onto something.
I think Colorado is actually squareular.
What? What was
I
that?
think Colorado is squareular.
Yeah. It is. It is.
Yeah.
That's my home
And then-
state.
And
I
then
would
one
know.
of them has like a notch out of it. because the other one is squareular, but they don't meet at the point, so they have it's like notched.
Yeah, none of that makes sense to me. Utah, Disaster Master says.
You should know better than that if you're born out there.
I was born in Colorado Springs.
Uh-huh.
So that's all I know.
I was born in Mableton, Georgia. Born and raised.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
All right, so Kennesaw State's going to get this ball back with 1:30 after the safety. Again, they've scored 3 times now. Not one of those points were offensive.
Dude, this UTEP coach is hot.
What's he hot about?
He's yelling at everybody every time it cuts to him.
Probably because he's pitching a shutout against Kennesaw State's offense and he's losing by 6. All right, roll a sprint out pass here for Kennesaw State. Squares his shoulders up, nearly threw a pick. Am I watching Wake Forest play SMU all over again? What is this? Rhode Island specifically had to prevent Mass from trying to incorporate it. That's another state that doesn't make any sense. Why Massachusetts?
We had to get to 50, I think. They were like, it'd be cool if we had 50. So let's just kind of cut
it off there.
Yeah.
Slant complete, be just short of the first down with 1:19 to go. Clock still rolling here. Can Kennesaw State score an offensive touchdown? Yet to be determined.
So they have 2 special teams touchdowns?
They have a special teams touchdown, a defensive scoop and score, and a safety.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this guy just got teabagged, too. This guy went Halo red versus blue teabag on him. What's he doing? 57 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Kennesaw State. Play action. Dumps it off to the flat here. And depending on where they spot that, that's going to be another first down. The clock stops. I'm assuming it's a first down. 46 seconds to go. Come on, Owls. You can do it.
This is a thriller.
Dude, this was the right call.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Another play action. Deep balls. Got a man one-on-one coverage. Touchdown. Is he out of bounds? I think they're saying he was out of bounds. Obviously, we'll have to review this for 45 minutes, but they're saying he's out of bounds. Let's see. Pretty good ball. One-on-one coverage. I think that's a touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. Never mind. He dropped it like an idiot. I would have caught that. 2nd and 10, 35 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Yep.
Sorry, we're gonna run this out the half. We got a timeout. What is this? No, they're gonna change the play up.
When I was a freshman, I was frenemies with a DB on our football team, and we were playing speed football in gym class, and I freaking mossed him, dude. An actual DB on the football team.
What?
I mossed him.
What is that?
Like I Randy mossed him.
Oh,
I caught it over his head.
Like one-handed?
Nah, I wasn't one-handed, but I caught it. Like I jumped over his head and grabbed it.
Damn, dude.
Like how do you let that happen? I was a sinner, dude. How do you let a sinner moss you?
He must have been cheeks then.
I owned him, dude. I owned him in kickball. We would play Danish rounders too. That's actually the very first class where I had with my wife. So she was probably so impressed by my athletic ability.
Yeah, dude. That's
what wound up.
without that play, there'd be no Sea Dog 2.
Yeah. All these years later, yeah.
So we had to take a timeout. Kennesaw State ran it for 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6 here with 30 seconds to go. Are they in field goal range? I don't know how their kicker is. I want to say no. They're right around the 40. It'd be like a 50-yarder from where they are. No, his career long's like 3 yards. Steps up in the pocket, massive sack. You can forget they'll have to burn their last time out, and it's going to be 4th down. Hell, they might have to punt. They're going to have to punt. Damn, this looks like Sea Dog playing NCAA 26.
Oh, my God.
What a hit, man. This guy took a shot.
I wouldn't punt.
Remember in NCAA 14, Kirk Herbstreit had that audio? Just a punt would make me so happy if you just kept going for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Screw Kirk Herbstreit.
Of course, I used to like Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, they're going to review this for targeting? They might get away with one here. They might call this targeting. I think that's a little bit pansy. He did get him on the side of the helmet, though.
Yeah. Did he launch defenseless? I don't know. How many criteria does it have to meet? I know it's like crown on the helmet.
He did hit him with the crown. He did launch a little bit.
Defenseless.
He was definitely defenseless. He had no idea that guy was there.
Forcible contact to the head or neck area.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be a target.
Bailed out.
6 seconds to go.
I would say so.
So that still doesn't probably put them in field goal range, though. And they only have 6 seconds left. And they do have one timeout. So they might can try and hit a draw here and sneak into field goal range, call a timeout. That's what I would do. Nope. They're not going to call that targeting. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the no call.
So it's going to be 4th and 12, and they're going to have to punt. Yeah, this coach, man, I actually think this coach smoked crack before the game. He is
he
animated.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
He's like, okay. We're going punt return. Let's go.
Did you see Dan Lanning after the Penn State game?
Dude, he looked like he was Macho Man Randy Savage cutting a promo.
Yeah.
The cream will rise to the top. Yeah. We do 180 and another 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked jacked to the tits.
This coach is out of his mind for a 2-5 team.
Yeah. He's going to be the next one fired, I guess.
I mean, hey, usually you know they're checked out on the sideline, so I mean you can at least say that he's
the ref's saying something else. I have no idea what's going on right now. I feel like Tally right now. I have no idea what's going on.
You want to get high?
Just going to get a little bit high. Good ideas coming. Damn, this coach still jacked up. So they put 2 seconds back on the clock. Not that that's going to matter for UTEP, I don't think. Boy, every time we do this, now we can't get to halftime. I mean, I was thinking we could get out of here because Kennesaw State was going to run away with it. Kennesaw State was a 12.5-point favorite.
Yeah, they were up 14-0.
No, they're going to go for it 4th and 12 with 8 seconds left. Okay.
Why not?
They got to get. I don't know, about 15 yards here to get within the guy's career long. Another timeout. Can't take them with you.
I still
Be like, yeah, you can. You absolutely can. I wish you would take a few of these timeouts with you.
Yeah, learn a thing or two from old Dion.
You know, where the hell's Dion when you need him on a headset? Jeez, never thought I would appreciate Dion's coaching acumen.
Yeah, he got us out of there in a timely manner.
He did. Well, we could celebrate and talk shit without having to wait another minute.
Dude.
That was hilarious, too, after that game. That's when they still thought there was some shred of hope for their shit-ass team. And they're like, y'all won, but we were the better team, which is stupid.
Yeah, they're out of their mind.
Why didn't you win?
See them get blown out? What was it, 40 to...
Yes.
50-something to 7
They had negative 18 yards at half against Utah.
Yeah.
How do you have negative yards after you play 2 quarters of football?
Yeah.
Speaking of Jeff Collins, I don't even think he ever played that shit.
Well, yeah, he did.
We have negative yards at half? Deep
ball.
I
don't know. I know that we
Hail
got blown
Mary. No. Yeah. I don't know why.
I know we got blown out 45-0 and then 50.
I'm okay. I think I'm coming down with something, dude.
Oh, no.
Not feeling great. What's the remedy? Can someone in the chat tell me what bullshit remedy I can try? Like, you got to mix coconut oil with honey or something. There's all these things. Like if you crush up an
elderberry is the woman thing.
Elderberry, like ender pearls in Minecraft.
Yeah, elderberry.
Surprised! Didn't know I knew about ender pearls. That's right. Been writing a paper on you.
Do you know how to tame a horse?
You punch a tree.
What?
Do you punch a tree?
You punch a tree, but not to tame a horse.
You punch a tree to get the wood.
I'm referencing the South Park episode.
I don't know how you tame a horse in Minecraft, and none of the other adults did. You're the child in the scenario. Please continue. You're a child.
Dude, you gotta quit dissing Minecraft. That shit's fun.
Minecraft is dumb, dude.
Look, if you're...
hey, guys, this guy watched an entire 3-hour movie of people playing Minecraft.
You don't knock it until you try it, is all I can say about that. I had my wife and Cody's wife watching that.
Yeah.
Because it was that good. You do not need to knock it until
Avatar's got nothing on this Minecraft movie.
I'm telling you, it's peak.
This man won't watch. This man hadn't seen Goodfellas. He ain't seen Rocky, but he'll watch 3.5 hours of people playing Minecraft.
Dude, they started a civilization. It's rich versus poor. Anyone who's seen it can tell you.
It's just crazy to me. We're at halftime, by the way. Whatever. But all of these classic, fantastic movies you refuse to watch for one reason or the other. But you watch a simulation of Minecraft for 3.5 hours.
God rest his soul. It's not my fault. It's BVD's fault. Okay? I don't refuse to watch anything. I did what I was told, and I've seen every which way but loose. But I haven't seen Rocky, so it's not my fault.
Top 3 movies go. I don't know if I could narrow it down to 3. I could do 5, not in any sort of order. Shawshank Redemption. I love Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank's good.
I really like Shutter Island. I don't know if I'd put it in the top 5. Shutter Island. I mean, Goodfellas has got to go on there. Goodfellas, one of the greatest movies ever made. Let's think of classic movies. Rocky's in there. Rocky's in there somewhere.
Talladega Nights.
No.
Yeah, that's my top 3. That movie's in my top 3, and then probably Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
I don't ever want to hear you say that I'm a 5-year-old for the way I eat.
Dude,
ever
Spider-Man
again.
kicks ass. What's your problem?
Which one? Which one of the 40 Spider-Mans they made are you putting in there?
Well, I love obviously Tobey Maguire, but the newest Spider-Man was really good
Tom
too.
Holland.
Yeah, the one with all three of them, and it brought back all the freaking Spider-Man villains. Like watching that movie, I felt like I was a kid playing with my action figures again.
Exactly.
Like the way
Thank
that they
you.
shoved every single multi-universe Spider-Man villain into the same movie.
So
it was awesome.
I mean, Jesus. The one that I've told Sea-Dog to watch that would be in the top 5 is The Prestige. The Prestige is fantastic.
All right, so we got Talladega Nights, Spider-Man, and
yeah, those are the only 2 you have. Yeah, that's only 2 movies you've seen, I think.
Yeah. I've seen Shawshank. No, that's a good movie.
Yeah. I love how it ingrains some bad lessons into you. Like when Red goes to the parole board, they're like, "Why do you think we should let you out?" And he's like, "I hate you. I want to hit you in the face. Do whatever you're going to do." And they're like, "All right, you can go now." Gold Phoenix says, yeah, Goodfellas, Shawshank, Taxi Driver, Shutter Island, Dark Knight Rises? You're going to put Dark Knight Rises over the Heath Ledger Dark Knight? That's a little suspicious. Dark Knight Rises, I don't even think is that good of a movie. Appreciate the $5 from Josh Pittman.
Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire is a top 10 superhero movie of all time, maybe top 5.
I can respect that because he broke it into superhero movies. They're not my cup of tea. Like, I enjoyed Iron Man and stuff, but I'm not generally into them.
The original Captain America was awesome too. Versus Red Skull. That shit was cool. But I think if you want to, okay, whatever, movies or whatever for me, but if you want to really get into it, top 5 shows is where I would shine.
Okay.
Because I've seen all the shows.
Number 1's undisputed for me is The Sopranos. Sopranos is number 1 show ever made.
Yeah.
Then you're probably looking at Breaking Bad.
I would probably say Better Call Saul is. I actually think I like Better Call Saul better than Breaking Bad.
I do,
but
too.
It's close. It's
I
close.
do too.
But
it's hard
I think
to compare.
they mastered their craft with Better Call Saul, and I think oh, it's so good. It's like a slow burn, and then at the end, it's crazy. I freaking love Better Call Saul. It's so good.
But I'll tell you why I love Better Call Saul more. And I'm not even, that doesn't mean it's a better show. It's just I enjoy Better Call Saul more. When he is going to get his license back, and he has like that emotional moment with his brother, who's been a complete piece of shit. You hate his brother, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you think he's had this real connection with him or thread of honesty. And then afterward, he's like, he tells Kim, like, oh, it worked. Like, they totally bought it.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, dude, there's nothing authentic. Like, any shred of honesty is gone, long gone.
Yeah, he made her tear up with that speech he gave, the monologue.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was the double whammy of, like, she hears that. So now she feels like an idiot for being emotional for this ruse that he's done.
Yeah. That's
some shit that I respect. That's some shit I would do. I love it. I love it, dude.
I don't think you're supposed to.
That's why I love
The Sopranos. To relate to Saul.
I related to Tony. You have no idea what it's like to be number one. Yeah. Everything you do affects every other thing. But yeah, when I most related to Tony was when he said, Those that are not with me, that makes me sad, and it'll be dealt with in time. I didn't see Prison Break. Go ahead, though. Give me some other shows. We talked. Those are often
Game of
put 1
Thrones.
and 2.
Game of Thrones is up there, but the ending is so bad.
Wiener.
Yeah, that is peak television for 5 or so seasons, and then just the ending. They couldn't have made it worse.
And whose fault is it? Star Wars' fault.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, but
The Witcher's not even close to being a top 5 show of all time.
I'll tell you what the best show I've ever seen in my entire life, and you can call me a nerd or childish or whatever, but it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's the best show ever. It's a freaking masterpiece. It's the best show I've ever seen.
I don't hate that. I mean, I haven't seen it, but you got me to watch Death Note, and I thought that was good.
Avatar's not even an anime. It's it's like anime style. It looks like anime, but it's Western. It started out on Nickelodeon. The thing is, it started out as a kids show, and it turned into one of the best shows of all. Like, it's literally a kids show to start out, and then it evolves into a more mature. I mean, even for a kids show, like in the 3rd episode, they discuss genocide. So it's pretty heavy for a kids show right off the bat.
Pretty topical.
Yeah, but no, it's the best show I've ever seen. It's a masterpiece.
Let me go on IMDb. What do you think the number 1 show on IMDb?
It's gotta be Breaking Bad.
It is Breaking Bad. You'll never guess number 2, though, in a million years.
Chernobyl.
Planet Earth 2.
Okay.
And then number 3, Planet Earth. I'm not even lying.
Seriously?
Yeah. Now, number 4, I agree with. Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers is fantastic. In fact, that started in Toccoa, Georgia, where those guys trained before they got shipped off there for D-Day, the paratroopers.
Mm-hmm.
Chernobyl, they have as 5. Chernobyl's good.
Yeah.
Avatar: Last Airbender, number 7.
Really?
Yes.
And what is this? Top 5 shows of all, top 10 shows of all time?
Top 250 of all time. And
that's insane. I can't believe literally a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Number 8, Sopranos. So it's a spot ahead of the Sopranos.
Wow.
Let's see. Game of Thrones, number 13.
That's how good it is. It's literally a cartoon on Nickelodeon, and it gets on the top 10 lists.
Bluey is number 14, which is a kid's show.
Okay.
Let's see. Some Attack on Titans, number 18.
I just finished Attack on Titan. I watched that show. I started that show in 8th grade, and I just finished it last Friday night. It's my favorite anime. It's incredible. It's so good. That's the show I've been trying to get you to watch.
Well, a lot of these I don't even recognize. Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is a anime.
Death Note's 38.
Death Note is awesome.
Seinfeld is number 42. That seems a little criminal, man. Like, it's not even a top 30 show, you're telling me?
Is Severance on there? Severance is amazing.
Let's see.
It's a new Apple TV show. Well, not new, but they just came out.
It's
with
number
season
112.
2, yeah, it's only 2 seasons out, but it's really, really good.
Wait a second. South Park is number 83. That's a top 5 show of all time for sure. I can't even believe we didn't think of it.
I'm surprised they're throwing everything in there. They're throwing like cartoons and anime and everything.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other good shows. I mean, I've watched so many over the year. I wonder where Walking Dead is at. I know me and Rick both love Walking Dead. Of course, that fell off at the end too. I don't know what it is with shows that cannot freaking figure out how to end it. Like, that's the thing about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Is like they have actually good endings, and then it matters. But I would still say to go back and watch Game of Thrones, even knowing the ending is bad. Um, and I heard the ending of Sopranos isn't good either. So I don't know. Umbrella Academy. I used to really love Umbrella Academy. The last season, awful, awful. They ruined it. I don't know what it is with how hard it is to end a freaking show.
What?
Hey, do you see Walking Dead on there?
Walking Dead, I would think would be a top 25 show, but it really fell off hard.
That's what I was talking about while you were peeing.
I don't even.
About shows that can't freaking have a good ending. That's why Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are so high, is because
It's not even on. It's not even the top 250.
wow.
That I think is not right, but
Yeah, even though the ending's bad. I mean, where's Game of Thrones at on there?
oh, it was like number 18 or something.
Yeah.
Number 13.
Yeah. So, is The Last of Us on there? I wonder.
There's no way. Let's see.
No. No.
Last Dance, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Number 219.
Really? So it sneaks in there.
Beat out by Impractical Jokers. What's some crappy shows that are ahead of it?
So how do they rank this? Is this just their reviews on their website? And okay. Because I'm saying it'd be hard to compare a show like like a comedy like South Park to Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? They're so different.
Let me ask you this. Top 5 Georgia Tech games you've watched fall time.
Ooh, okay.
This would actually make a good video. I think I did a video.
That would be a good yeah. Top 5. Like you're gonna have to get more specific because.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of Georgia Tech success, is why I just said
right. So the only thing I would go back like pre Brent Key is like 2015 Florida State.
Yep, that one is going to be number 1 for a lot of people, I would think, that are younger.
Yeah, as far as like exciting endings, you're not going to get any better than that or against Miami when the take a knee game.
Or last year.
It's hard to. Well, last year was exciting. Well, it was an exciting ending because we had the sack fumble or whatever. But as far as like crazy endings, like once in a lifetime endings. You're kick sixing somebody is up there, and then what we did to Miami, not only getting the fumble, but then driving 75 yards or whatever in 20 seconds or whatever it was. That will forever be remembered. And then Miami, got to rush the field. That I'll never forget that game either. The year after. And then I also saw us play Georgia Tech. I saw us play
like
Georgia.
A good one. The scrimmage?
Look, I saw us play Georgia Tech all the time against Jeff Collins.
Yeah. And we got our asses beat by us every game.
No, I actually went in person to the 2016 win against Georgia.
Ooh, yeah. I was at that one too.
But of course, the kick and the pick is remembered better than that, which was 2014. But I was there in person in 2016, so
yeah.
So that would be top 5. So I would say in no order: 2015 FSU, 2016 Georgia, Miami, both Miamis, and then the fire drill field goal against Clemson, maybe, or maybe I don't know, for that 5th spot. I don't know.
So, in no particular order, Was it 1998? I think. We had a win against Georgia where we were going to walk off a field goal. I think Hamilton was actually the starting quarterback in that game.
Yeah.
We chose. This was also George O'Leary was the coach.
Yeah.
We choose to kick it on third down. Gets blocked. Recovered by George Godsey, who was the holder at the time. So we get another shot at the field goal, hit it to win, which is, I don't think I've ever seen that before or since, where you kick it on third down, get it blocked, and then get another shot at it. That one was crazy. I want to say 09 FSU, the Miracle on North Avenue. I remember that's where they were about to punch in a go-ahead score, knock it out at the one to win. That was 1999. Okay. Yeah, that was the last time we won in Bobby Dodd. I remember it vaguely. 2009 ACC title game.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Played Clemson. That's when we didn't have Calvin on that team. But I remember a Clemson game where Calvin went off. I think it was his freshman year for like 3 touchdowns in Death Valley. I remember that one was a good one. The kick and the pick would probably be number one. I wasn't at that game. I was in Alabama with my ex-wife's folks. That was before we knew who the hell Harrison Bucker was.
Mm-hmm.
And I clapped so hard when he hit that field goal, I broke my hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just kept clapping. I was like, yes, yes. And it was great because everyone around me was Auburn and Alabama fans, and they both hated Georgia, so they were super stoked too. That was a big one. And then 2015, the Florida State one was huge. 08 was the FSU fumble. 09 was Nesbitt beating ass and Tally. Yeah, we owned Florida State, dude. That's just a fact. What about Calvin Johnson game at Clemson? Yeah, I just talked about that. What year was that? 2010?
Oh.
No, it was before that. It was like 07 or something. Yeah, it was probably 07. They could not cover him, man. They could not cover the guy, and he was a true freshman. He looked like a grown man playing middle schoolers. 04. It was 2004. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, he was in the Heisman race his junior year.
I think...
in fact, he's probably the last Georgia Tech player to be in the Heisman race. He's got to be.
So I think Haynes King should win the Heisman, and it's going to piss me off when he doesn't.
I don't have any delusion into thinking he's going to win the Heisman. I think it would. I mean, it would be big for Tech if he went to New York, though. That would be big.
I don't think he is going to win it, but I think he should. I think, considering that, given that we went out or something, win the ACC, some stuff like that. Have you seen the points responsible for per game? He leads every other Heisman hopeful quarterback. Everybody says it's a stats award. Well, he's got the stats. It's just that for whatever reason,
he didn't have the passing yards and touchdowns.
Yeah,
it's specific stats they look at.
He's got the rushing touch, just not the passing.
Well, look, we know who votes on this, and I'm not saying there's some conspiracy. There's not, but the people that vote on it, they're looking at passing yards, rushing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. And then receiving yards, that's what they're looking at. They're not going to go into some nuanced look of efficiency, scoring efficiency and stuff. These guys, I mean, Kelly Quinlan stuck his hand straight up, didn't he? I have a Heisman vote. I have one. Yeah, obviously they give those out to anybody. Thanks for making my point.
Oh, my God. He was like, you didn't have to raise your hand.
He's like, Jesus, dude. You're a pick-me girl as a reporter. What are you doing?
I thought of you whenever I saw that. I knew you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, we reacted to it last night, and that's when Najee Harris asked.
That question was unbelievable. I cannot believe. And Brick, he goes, "The what?"
Yeah, there was no recovering from that point. Like he was even
Dude.
irritated. Like, yeah, blah 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 blah. Next question.
That was something. That was like something that a skit or something that we would come up with. I cannot believe he said that.
How about your efficiency? First he said third down. Then he's like, let me go for it.
Third down. The money.
What about money down?
The what?
I would have immediately said security. Security.
Yeah.
This idiot
Show
out
this
of
man the door. Holy shit. That's dumber than anything Kelly said. That's hard to do.
If someone said that to me, I would first call the cops. That's what I would do.
The what? The what? I love that, dude. We that is an all-time moment. Usually press conferences are boring. That shit was hilarious.
He will never live that down.
I cannot believe he asked that question.
Ever. What were you thinking?
It's so funny because I was listening to it too, and I said the same thing Key did a second before he said it. I was like, the what?
What? Why would you think that? And I was even like, when I was writing to it for members, I was like, he wasn't. I don't think he was here during the Collins years, but
he couldn't have been.
That makes it make less sense though. Then how do you know about money down? How do you even know what that is if you weren't here?
Is
under
that
Collins?
Something that's called?
Yeah, there's more than one team. Yeah, that does that.
Yeah,
Stupid,
so that must
dumb
be
shit.
why. But that is the most like tone deaf. Just oh my god.
Can you talk about the helmets?
Oh, talk about top 3 movies. You know, Inglourious Bastards.
Of course.
When he holds up the 3 fingers.
And then exposes
and outs
him.
himself. That's basically what Najee did with asking that question.
Should it have ended the same with like literally everyone in the room deceased?
Yeah. That was
Dude, I'm pretty sure UTEP just came out in the wing tee on 3rd and 2. I need to pay more attention to this game. This game is wild. I'm pretty sure they just came out in the wing tee, which we didn't even run with Paul. That's where you have like a fullback behind you, and then directly beside the fullback are 2 halfbacks. Like they're not up on the tackle. They just converted a 4th and 1 though. What in the world?
That's awesome. We need to do that.
They can't. Are they going to come out in the wishbone now? Dude, this coach is insane.
Yeah.
What is wrong with him?
They're throwing shit at the wall, dude.
They're like, all right, now let's do the Pat Node special. That's what we need to do.
Did you see somebody ran the Pat Node special?
We did. We did.
Yeah.
It was us.
We did, but also I want to say it was like North Carolina or either that or Virginia.
It was Virginia, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Virginia in the overtime. I think it was in overtime they ran it.
This coach is tweaking.
We need to. Does anyone have a rehab number we can send to this guy?
Yeah.
In fact, I know one right up the street from here, Ridgeview. We'll take him there.
Yeah. That is funny, dude.
2nd and 7, run up the middle, going nowhere. Kennesaw State still hasn't scored an offensive point. Like that is not computing to me. Who do they think they are? Georgia Tech? Not scoring an offensive touchdown in the 4th quarter?
Dang.
Why is everyone wearing pink?
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
I thought that was February.
It's October, man. Pink is February is pink for Valentine's Day.
Oh, man. I was way off. Samsonite. I was way off. Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
No, but I've seen clips from.
Touchdown UTEP. Yeah, of course you haven't. You're a guy. Oh, Talladega Nights. You hadn't seen Dumb and Dumber. Something's bad
Well,
wrong
I
with
might
you,
as
man.
well have seen Dumb and Dumber. I've seen so many clips from it. So you're telling me there's a chance? My
Yeah.
dad is obsessed with the scene where he's like, "Your hands are freezing,"
He's like,
and
yeah.
also, he shit everywhere.
That's not Dumb and Dumber though.
Oh, it's not.
I don't think so. No, because he doesn't shit all over the bathroom. He just goes seafood Mardi Gras, but it all gets in the toilet. So UTEP's going to lead for the first time in this game, pending the extra point. They just scored on a screen pass that not a single Kennesaw State player touched the ball carrier. Hey, you got to do something November 22nd. 4.5
This is
after touchdown.
this coach is the most excited for a 2-5 team I've seen.
Don't have access to this game in North Carolina, but the betting line is now -7.5 KSU. What's your opinion? KSU looks like cheeks right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish they would have hired Jeff Collins, man. So bad. I'd be every game. I'd be at every game.
Yeah, I guess we would get to. Why would they do that, though? Why would anybody do that?
Well, I mean, that would be the level that he would be a little better fit at.
If you say so. I mean, I'm sure he could probably recruit like Dion basically did.
Yeah, he'd be like, hey, you know how when you watch porn, that face Riley Reid makes? Do you want to make that face on the field every game? I can make that happen for you. I know he did it to me.
Yeah.
Isn't Collins coaching DBs at South Carolina now? He's an assistant. Or no, he's not even an assistant. He's an analyst.
Yeah.
Emphasis on anal. Yeah, he's a complete joke. What I think he's doing, and I've said, is he's getting Demo's coffee every morning. That's been his job.
We need Demo back already. I'm at the end of my rope. Can you imagine how hype our freaking videos would be and exciting if we had Demo narrating them again?
Oh my god, dude!
Oh my god!
Time to set the Yellow Jackets
us
loose.
8-0 undefeated. It's like a piece of my heart is missing.
Dude, I still think about some of those speeches. There are some things in life that call a man to the front of the line.
It's time to turn the Yellow Jackets loose. That will ring in my ears.
Yeah.
For all time, dude.
We ain't dead yet.
We didn't come here to play around.
Yeah, a Yeshua follower says, imagine the Demo speech before UGA.
Oh, my God. It would move mountains.
I hate to say that. I'm pretty sure that bridge is burnt, but
I don't understand why, though. Collins is gone. Marco Coleman left. Collins came back right back the next year.
And then we fired his ass.
We fired him. Golly.
All right,
we
man.
wonder why our D-line sucks. We have that type of shit going on.
I know, and there's been some buzz around recruiting this week of like flipping a guy from Tennessee and some other flips, but
really?
None of them defensive line. Well, one of them is. I don't think any of them are defensive ends, though. That's what we need badly.
I keep saying, like, we need to hit D-line and defensive ends and everything like we've been hitting the skill positions.
Dude, there's nothing I wouldn't do for a 5-star defensive end. Nothing.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
There's nothing I wouldn't film. There's nothing.
Tay Harris got out there. I don't think we talked about it.
Oh, he hit the recruiting show for us?
No. In the last game, he played.
Oh, yeah, he did, and he graded out really well.
He punched that ball out. An insane effort play.
Oh, yeah.
He's
dude,
nasty, dude.
He hit him with the damn scalper axe chop. Where you go? See, Dog must have hit the wrong button again. Yeah, the guy who decommitted from us has us in his top 3. I did see that. maybe because we're like 48th in recruiting right now, which is not good. And I'm not like Sea-Dog where I think that's just going to be fine. You're in here, dude. Stop strobe lighting me.
I had the dang thing again.
What are you under the cup? Hold on a second. I'm gonna put you on the screen. Look at this guy.
What?
What are you doing, dude?
What are you doing, dude?
I'm-
I'm freaking laying in bed.
I'm streaming, dude.
You asked me to come on here. I'm
I
laying in
know,
bed.
but you look like a doofus right now.
What?
You look like a doofus.
No.
Is your wife laying next to you while you're doing
No, she's
this?
talking. What's up? No, she's been out there in the watching TV out there. I'm lucky.
Yeah, you threw your sweatshirt and then someone's wax on him.
Oh my god.
Why are you lucky?
Because I threw my sweatshirt on top of a wax warmer. She placed.
What?
You are a terrorist. You place those in ridiculous places. You place, dude, at my old place. There's it's probably a dog that did that.
Don't get my stuff out of my truck. My fault.
What, the ball?
Get my bag.
All right.
Dude, this is where
Oh
you
my-
you have to make a stand right now.
Shut up. Shut up. Give me a trouble.
3rd and 12 for Kennesaw State 10 minutes ago in the third. They're going to come close to getting a first. He's about a yard short. They're going to have to punt because they suck. That's what Sea-Dog's doing right now. He's punting instead of
I'm
making
punting.
a stand.
You got to pick your battles, dude.
Shut up and
That's why
get that shit out of the
That's why
truck.
you're divorced, because you didn't pick your battles.
You know what else I'm not doing? Walking out to my truck. That's what I'm not doing.
Our front door open.
Yeah.
Damn, I just keep winning. Old bedhead getting in the truck, doing what his lady says.
I got to get her birthing ball.
Yeah. Kennesaw State will punt. And from
She
now
bounces on
on,
this thing every night.
from now on, oh, he makes a move. He only gets like 2 yards. From now on, we will call punting having the Sea-Dog. Yeah, they had the Sea-Dog there, guys. Had to give up.
It's
Give
called
back.
having a wife, dude. It's everybody that's married knows the deal.
Mhm.
That's how you stay married.
See,
I'm
go
in
in
too deep
Phoenix
now. I
now.
don't want to take half my shit.
Say it with me, guys.
So I gotta
Sea-Dog,
punt.
beta,
Whatever.
beta.
Beta. Whatever, dude.
I'm an alpha streamer.
Yeah.
I'm all alpha.
I am not freaking. I'm not whipped like my brother.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm not. I'm a helpful, servicing husband.
12-yard run for UTEP. UTEP's about to blow the brakes off of Kennesaw State here. There's a flag, though, probably a hold.
UTEP wants it more. This is their Super Bowl.
UTEP's doing what you should have done, sticking their foot in the ground, getting upfield.
She's in the shower, so I got a little bit.
This man cut his mic off.
She's in the shower, so I get a little. Okay.
Yeah, you can speak freely now. She can't hear you.
Yeah.
She can't hurt you anymore.
Drama.
Drama. Appreciate the $5, dude. This man. Oh, they're running a kind of Pat Node special. Quarterback's gonna pick up. Oh my God, he's still on his feet. He turned a 4-yard gain into a 14-yard gain.
Immediato is a hell of a name.
Immediato.
Yeah, for this lineman.
Did you know Brandon Best starts for Kennesaw State?
Really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Another quarterback draw gets stuffed and then suplexed. And it'll draw a flag because this guy's a complete moron. Dude hit him with the hip toss.
Mm.
And the coach loves it. Look, he showed you his fingertips there. UTEP, dude, this UTEP coach, we might need to hire this guy. I bet he could shove some batteries up our players' asses.
He's fired up, dude. Yeah.
If anyone could, it's him.
Yeah. I don't understand how they're 2-5 if they're playing well and they're.
I don't think that's the question. How's Kennesaw State 5-2 beat a
That's a
team
good
they were
question.
17.5-point dogs to and playing like Dookie?
They lost to Wake Forest by 1. That's the most shocking
Yes.
thing of all that.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their asses. But Wake Forest or Kennesaw State let them off the hook.
Yep.
You haven't heard that? Of course you have.
No, I have. Yeah.
Long story short, he ended up dying about 10 years later. But anyways. Playoffs? Just hope we can win a game. There's so many good ones. What are the other classics? Oh, he just got fired, Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah.
Now he's like 60.
Yeah, that's crazy. How he's known for being a man at 40.
Oh my God,
And
they
yet-
picked this guy up. Dude, they picked him up and carried him like 10 yards. What?
Is that legal? Can't you not pick up players to advance the ball?
Dude, Kennesaw State, what are you doing? You just got a penalty for like hip tossing this guy after the play. Then the very next play, you pick him up by his legs and carry him 14.
Because you can't do that, right?
I think as long as you put him down.
Wait, interesting.
He had like two guys stand him up. One guy had each leg, and they just kept driving him. His feet weren't even on the ground.
Okay, I'm behind you. So the defense picked him up. I thought you meant the offense picked him up and carried him,
No,
which you can't do, right?
I'm pretty sure. Dude, I don't know. I don't pretend to know the rules.
Because
but
Mike Leach had the idea where like you bring a midget and then you like throw him over the goal line,
dude, I can't.
holding the ball.
He would be even more goated if he did that.
And
He
oh my God,
seriously
gone too
considered
soon,
that.
dude. Rest in peace, Mike Leach. Gone too soon.
Dude. And that would have made that guy's like whole college experience.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is be a little aerodynamic. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
Do you like Christmas tree cakes? Nerdstop says they have them at Dollar General now.
Hell yeah, I love Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah, I love cheesy poo.
Yeah, I love cheesy poos. You love cheesy poos. If we didn't love cheesy poos, we'd be.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's going to be 4th and 2 here for UTEP. Probably going to go for it. Coach is super jacked. He's kind of giving off vibes like, well, you've never seen it because you don't watch movies, Wolf of Wall Street here.
I've actually seen Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, you have? Yeah, those guys are pretty jacked up in that movie.
Yeah, that movie was wild.
I'm not fucking going. I'm not going.
Yeah.
That would have been fun I would have loved to be a part of that film. Just act as crazy as you can.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
$20,000 for a dinner, Richie? $20,000 worth of fries? They cure cancer or something? Actually, yes, the fries did cure cancer. That's why they were so expensive.
Didn't one of them have his cock out at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That was Jonah Hill's character, whatever his name
Jonah
was.
Hill, that's right. That's
4th
right.
and 2, they're going to go for it. Reverse. And they're going to, he ends up throwing it. And he throws a pick, but it gets dropped because both these teams lick balls. God, what are we watching? What's on your screen, by the way?
It's like my scene.
No, I guess we'll take you off since we want to look at your ceiling. Intentional grounding? Is that what it was? Or was it roughing the passer? So much just happened on that play. I think it was roughing the passer. So we had a revert. We have a roughing the passer on a wide receiver.
What? What?
Dude, Dude, why does this always happen to me streaming these late night games? I always see the worst football. It is roughing the passer, though. He throws it 2 seconds later, he gets clobbered. That's the first time I've ever seen someone not a quarterback get a roughing the passer call, but it was the right call. Now it's 1st and 10 for UTEP. Yeah, Kennesaw State's losing this game 100%. And by the way, UTEP's so bad they tried to hand it off, and the damn running back hit the quarterback in the in the face mask with his shoulder and knocked him silly.
Man, they're doing crazy shit in this game. Man,
this is almost entertaining. Like, we're seeing some things for the first time here. All right.
Well, the background of this game plus our conversation is entertaining, I'm sure.
It's peak content.
This is basically like a phone call between me and you.
Yeah, it is.
This is a lot of the time how our phone calls go.
Except we haven't pitched any of our really, really good ideas that can never hear the light of day again. But,
yeah, we we filtered out a little bit of the stuff that would get us arrested.
Yeah, we just suffice to say we've had some really good ideas in the past that society is not yet ready for.
Yeah.
All right. 3rd and 4 now. Another quarterback draw. He's not going to get it. They're going to have to kick a field goal. So we're going to have a 20-16 game. But you can't even guarantee they're going to hit the field goal. They might get rough in the. It would not surprise me if they went for a fake field goal with a pass in it and got a rough in the passer off of a fake field goal.
Mm-hmm.
That could happen. I'll tell you one of the craziest things I've ever seen was when Deshaun Watson, his second time came to Atlanta with Clemson, and he threw a pick for a safety. He threw a pick for 2 points. So we picked it off in the end zone, tried to run it out, ran back in our end zone, got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
What in the world?
Yep.
Wow.
And I was like, there's no way we can win this. This guy throws picks for points. We ain't got no hope.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I remember like Wanye got like a pick 2.
What on a 2-point?
On a 2-point attempt, yeah. Wanye Thomas picked it off and ran it all the way back for 2.
Golden Phoenix says, I just looked at JT's career stats. Crazy, I forgot he went from 11 wins to 3 the next season, but then got 9 the next. Yeah. That was the year, that 3-9 year, that we had like something like 16 players injured. I mean, it was wild.
Yeah.
But who did we still beat that year? Florida State.
Look,
and
man,
they were a top 10 team.
Haynes King is going to become my favorite quarterback, Georgia Tech quarterback. Sorry about JT, but
yeah, Haynes
is what it is.
He's better.
It is what it is.
He's better.
He's better, and it's just different now. Like Haynes has delivered some memories that I'll never forget.
Am I going to the Tech game Saturday night in North Carolina, in Raleigh? No.
Is the Pope shitting his hat?
No, I won't be at the game. I was going to, and then I realized it's the day after Halloween. And I was like, well, I can't do that. Do you remember, and I hesitate to do this, but do you remember when Obama ran in 2008 and his whole thing was change you can believe in?
A little bit. I was pretty young, but yeah, I think I remember.
Brent Key is delivered.
Yeah.
It's change I can believe in.
I believe it.
You don't even have to believe it anymore. You can just look with your 2 eyes now.
Yeah. I know. And there's still, well, there's still people that complain.
About Key?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, I haven't seen much of it lately, But toward the end of last season, I saw a lot of it.
I never got it. Like, he's done nothing but improve linearly. You don't usually get linear improvement when you're rebuilding a program, but we've had linear improvement each year. Now you could maybe say he went 7-6 2 years with the bowl games, but
I
regular
can't believe we
season-
didn't talk about it on the live show. Dude, their coach is jumping up and down like a fan right now. He was like doing the oh, and he was throwing his hands up. Anyways,
Really?
I can't believe we didn't mention it on the live show, but Key's now officially improved over last season. Like, this is the most games he's ever won.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned
course.
that.
No, we haven't. But straight up. First 8 games.
And he's most likely going to win 10 games this year. Like, you're going to beat Boston College. You're going to beat who's the other scrub we got? No, we just played them, Syracuse. But you're going to beat NC State or Pitt, most likely. Like, you're gonna worst case you probably go 1-1. That's 10 wins. Then you got the Georgia game. So with a bowl, I'm just saying minimum, you should be winning 11 games.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
If you can't see the improvement, you don't want to. But like for real this time, and remember, I am just an idiot, so this isn't equal to Collins.
No, you're right. This would be the time that you would be getting criticized, and that statement would make sense.
Exactly.
Are you watching Collins? This is when that would be appropriate to say.
Yeah.
Not when you have not won more than 3 games in a season, and then you get donkey punched 100-0 in the next 2 games. I mean, that's just. I'm glad we can laugh about it today, but damn, I wouldn't want to show my face. I mean, can you imagine doing that and then like tweeting Philly shit once you get fired and just having this vendetta? I mean, it's just wild. Then you go to North Carolina, retire that coach.
Yeah, those were dark times, dude.
I was unwell. I mean, I was legitimately unwell.
I was too. That was rough.
Because like by the 3rd year, you kind of knew deep down like this ain't getting better. It's not going to get better.
I knew once we lost to Northern Illinois. That game broke me, dude. Because you could almost write off, the year 1 and 2. Like, okay, year 1 it was always going to be bad. Year 2 is COVID. Year 3 was like, you have a returning quarterback. You have Jahmyr Gibbs and Jordan Mason. You have, continuity. You've been here 3 years. You should be. We had, a couple good recruiting classes. Like, should be good to go. Well,
yeah. Then they
come
all
out,
left.
shit your pants, your freaking pants in front of against Northern Illinois. Ruined my life.
In a night game.
In a whiteout. If you could call it that. How freaking humiliating. We have 15,000 people there and we're calling it a whiteout.
Oh my God. Can you watch that video again?
No, I can't, dude. I can't. I hate. It's my most popular video, but it's hard for me to watch. It's like I was so upset and distraught.
Come on, man.
And the goddamn Bulldogs are winning too, or whatever it is. Clemson lost to Georgia that night. That was freaking miserable, dude. That whole season was just awful.
You've had some pretty epic crash outs. I had to come up here, man, because those people don't deserve to hear this. Your crash outs are great, dude.
It's a good thing I wasn't at home, or I probably would have had a similar crash out to Northern Illinois for the Bowling Green game.
Deep ball guy wide open for Kennesaw State, caught all the way down to the 5.
Oh my God!
Something good happened for Kennesaw State. Hell, they've. The last time they scored, I guess, was at safety. Wow. I got stun locked that they hit a big offensive play. I was definitely not expecting that. Ricardo Ingram was baddest DB ever.
Oh my God, they're gonna score an offensive touchdown.
They haven't done it yet. 3 minutes
They haven't
to go.
done it yet. It's so funny. I used to. I remember we were playing Florida State, and we had no offense at the time. It was what was it? The Zach Gibson game, I think, where we got blown out.
Yes.
But if you remember that game, we we recovered a fumble and ran it all the way down to like the 5, and then we had to get a field goal.
All
I was
right.
like, man, I wish you would have ran it in.
That's all we can do. Oh, quarterback got lit up. It's going to be 3rd and goal. They might have to settle for a field goal, which would put them down 20-19. By the way, it's not that they haven't scored an offensive touchdown. They haven't scored an offensive point yet. At least
Yeah.
Tech had hit a field goal. They haven't even done that yet.
Okay, well, they'll get it here, I'm sure.
I don't know, dude. Have you watched any of this game?
Yeah. The field goal? I haven't watched them kick a field goal, no.
Well, I've seen them screw up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this is brutal, man. This is like what we used to look like.
I know. Cool.
I mean,
Oh, they're going to score. Finally. Quarterback,
go.
he tries to do his best Haynes King. Oh, damn, dude, this guy just hit the damn Billie Jean Michael Jackson dance on him.
oh my God.
Billie Jean is not my love.
Thinks that I am the one. The kid is not my son.
Can we agree on that? Michael Jackson was pretty cracked.
Yeah, do you think he diddled his kids?
I'll
Oh my God.
I'll
He
defer to
did hit that shit. Wow. I'm so far behind you. I just saw him hit the Billie Jean.
I wasn't lying.
That was smooth.
I'll defer to what Dave Chappelle did as like, why was everyone bringing their 5-year-old kids to Michael? Like, they don't remember Thriller. Like, why would they care about Michael Jackson? And then he's like, man, I'm sure Michael was like, what happened to you was dying, motherfucker. You're stronger every time I see you. That was peak Chappelle, by the way. I think that was, I forget what special that was. That was a crack special.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know.
That was before
There's
your
a
time.
there's a lady at my work that gets so freaking mad if you play Michael Jackson.
Why? Because she has some moral stand she's taking on that?
Yeah.
She wearing
Like she doesn't
clothes that were
she
made in a
thinks he's a-
sweatshop?
she thinks he's like a pedo, so she didn't want to play his music.
Honestly,
I guess.
don't, dude. I think he was a child. I think, like,
I think so,
mentally, he
too,
was
yeah.
a child.
Well, Macaulay Culkin swears that he never did anything to him. You know, his dad abused him.
His
His
dad
dad,
beat the
Michael
shit
Jackson's
out of
dad?
him. Yeah.
Yeah, was it Michael Jackson? Yeah, they did. But usually that creates a cycle.
Dude,
So I don't
that's
know.
the shortest kickoff I've ever seen. He barely got it to the 20.
Shorter than the girl kickoff.
Well, the girl squib kicked it, which is hilarious. You know, she's in the NCAA Hall of Fame, by the way,
Oh my God!
for that. Yeah.
Wow. You know, didn't she miss a field goal that game too?
Yeah, I don't think she's ever scored a point in a college football game, but she's in the Hall of Fame.
There was another girl that kicked off again this year in the FCS, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and it was awful. It was like it looked like they were attempting an onside kick or something.
Well, yeah, because like squib kicks are like intentionally kicking shitty. That's what
Right.
a squib kick is.
Yeah, they're like, we're totally doing this on purpose, guys.
So we had a guy, I think his name was like something Lucas, that played on our high school team. And he was never going to play a down of football ever.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a punter. That was what they'd let him do at practice. And we had this drunk ass coach would be like, Lucas, if we ever get in a situation we have to coffin kick someone from the 20, you're the guy. Like, you're our man, buddy. Yeah.
Damn.
You just shank it right there in the corner. We got him.
Wow.
Damn,
That's
dude.
funny.
Kennesaw State's jacked up now. They just got like 2 sacks in a row or something, or 2 tackles for losses. Score predictions for this weekend. Yeah, I heard someone, or I saw someone up there saying like Pitt beat the shit out of NC State. Pitt beat the shit out of NC State because NC State has 0 pass defense.
Pitt is a full of evil. Pitt is an evil team. They will like beat up like if you're bad, they will like beat you down as hard as they can.
Well, Pitt was geared toward putting a lot of points on NC State. NC State has the worst pass defense in the Power 4. They're like 130th.
So that should favor us.
Damn, they tried to throw a screen. They just 3rd and 21. UTEP's imploding. Let me see that coach. Is he still jumping up and down like a maniac? Did Lucas ever play? No. Never even
We
came
should
close.
put up 30 on them at least. 30 something.
I think we win, and I think we win 34-23.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they score more than that. I actually think this could be a tough game for us, 28.
Yeah.
34-28.
It's a night game. What do you think about that? We finally don't play at noon.
I know, and it's on the freaking road.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, UTEP to punt. They get it off. He punted it about 46 yards. What a killer.
So get this. There's me and Pete were just looking at there's 5 teams in the ACC going on the road this week that are favorites.
Miami.
And we were looking at it and we were like, well, okay, Miami, yes, but that game we're expecting to be close. These 5 teams I'm talking about are expected to easily win these games.
Georgia Tech ain't one of them.
Georgia Tech was one of them, but probably the least. So
that line's now -5.5 per the chat, so it's moved.
So yeah,
a good bit.
So maybe take Georgia Tech out if you want, but Louisville,
well, they got
goes to Virginia Tech.
Okay, they're probably 13.5 point favorites.
Yeah, Notre Dame goes to Boston College.
Oh,
yeah. Virginia goes to Stanford.
Okay.
Wake Forest goes to Florida State, which they are underdogs inexplicably.
Yeah, it was -8.5 FSU when we looked at it last week.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That's free money.
And who was it that went to Cal? Somebody goes to Cal, but Pitt goes to Cal. So, and we're looking at those games and we're like,
dude, watch your screen right now. This guy tried to sneak up like he was going to snap it and then just pointed and laughed at the guy when he didn't snap it.
Okay.
Watch.
I'm pretty far behind, so it might take me a while.
I just need you to see the sneaky snake. Virginia at Cal, that's it.
Oh, it's Virginia at Cal. Then it's Pitt at Stanford then.
Okay. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that's something our asses would do if we were playing quarterback. Got your dumb ass.
Yeah, I got to do it. That is funny.
All right. I actually have a headache. I'm going to go get some ibuprofen. I'll be right back. But I do love you.
That's okay.
I also have to fart.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is a real nail biter we have on the Conference USA on a Tuesday night. I can't believe I got to be up at freaking 5. I never do this. Like I might stay up scrolling on my phone, but I don't go on stream until 10:45 at night. So this is a rare occurrence for Sea-Dog. But we've been working short days, so it's not a big deal. So
what's up?
So RecTalk.
Yeah.
The odds are one of those teams will get upset. We were trying to figure out which one it would be.
Let me just go to the score thing.
Like all those road favorites, like surely at least one will lose.
Who's most likely? I mean, if Tech's in it, then Tech.
Well, we came up with Virginia slipping up against Cal.
Man, Cal's pretty bad.
If you can almost lose to North Carolina, you can almost lose to Cal.
They have the tightest line. They're only a 4.5-point favorite, and they have to go to the West Coast. That can be a little bit tricky too.
Yeah, that's the kicker. They had trouble beating North Carolina at home, or I don't know if they were at home or North Carolina, but you know what I mean.
Notre Dame's a 28.5-point favorite over BC.
I think Notre Dame's probably the least likely to lose their game.
Who's the only team Boston College has beat? Fordham.
Fordham, yeah.
They beat them 66-10 to open up the year, and they've rattled off 7 L's in a row.
I think they're actually the worst team in the ACC. I would take North Carolina over them.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, I'm not even joking. I
wish
North
we could watch
Carolina's
those two. I wish we could watch them two play. It would be amazing.
Who does North Carolina have left? They're on a bye.
I was telling
this week
Pete
now.
that I was trying to tell this to Pete. Maybe you like this idea better because Pete was poo-pooing on it. I was like, hey, they should make a playoff of the worst teams at the end of the year.
Dude, that would be amazing.
And then whoever loses advances. And he'd be like, yeah, well, then all the players would opt out. And I'm like, yeah, then they lose and become
even worse.
Even worse.
Yeah, which is the point we're doing this.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. It's he didn't like the idea, but he was like, I wouldn't watch that. I was like, I would. It'd be highly entertaining.
No,
dude, we would have been champs under Jeff Collins.
Oh yeah, dude, we'd be shit ass national champions every year under him. For sure.
We would.
North Carolina's got at Syracuse on a Friday night. I think Syracuse beats North Carolina. Big run here for Kennesaw State. They'll pick up first down. Stanford, it's probably their most likely to win. At Wake, Duke, at NC State. They'll lose by a combined 100 points in their last 3 games. Play action for Kennesaw State and another drop. So UNC ends at Wake, Duke at NC State. I'm saying the combined margin of loss there is going to be like 100 points.
So how many wins do they have right now? 2? 3?
They have 2 wins.
So they'll be 2-10 this year. That's crazy.
So yeah, they would have to win 4 of their last 5. So let's just say they'd have to beat, let's say they beat Stanford. There's 1. Then they got to win 4 of these games. Syracuse, Wake, Duke, NC State. There's no world that happens.
Yeah. Think they'll fire old Billy B?
I think
I'm thinking about it.
I think they're trying to find a reason to fire him for cause. And there's no telling what sneaky shit they're doing. You know how they are.
Well, you hear stuff coming out about how he was improperly dealing with recruits or something like that.
Well, one of his assistants.
Or his staff or whatever.
But even the way he was hired was done behind closed doors. None of those meetings, like all of it was done on like Signal chat that gets deleted. Like it's very, like they went around their AD to hire this guy. Their AD did not want to hire Bill Belichick.
That's wild. I don't understand how could they think that's a good idea? This is what happens when your program is ran by fans.
This could be a pick six. Brings it all the way out to like the 33. There's a flag on the play though. Got through it right to him. What in the world?
I'm starting to think that Kennesaw State's not going to win.
Yeah. Do you get that vibe? Was Bohannon just that bad? Why is K-State good? Well, they're not looking very good. Roughing the passer. So this interception's going to get wiped. They're going to get the Carson Beck special and retain possession. Can he complete the Carson Beck special by following this up with another interception? We've got to start writing these down, like when unlikely things like this happen. So the Carson Beck special is throwing a pick that gets wiped by roughing the passer to throw the pick on the next play.
Then we have the Pat Node special. When you have no offensive line, it's like two guys.
When you say, hey, let's trade all our offensive linemen for receivers and as far as where they're lining up.
Yeah. That's
a lot of teams do that though, dude. It's wild.
I know. I've seen it. It's like not that uncommon to see. It's just wild. I mean, sometimes it works. I don't know.
Yeah, and then teams we did it. We'll snap it and then try and run it right up the middle. So it's like, okay, let's run it up the middle, but let's only have like 2 blockers.
Yeah.
And what if they have like 5? Doesn't matter. Screw common sense. This is what we're doing.
I think it's just to confuse the defense, but I don't know. When it doesn't work, it looks really dumb.
Yeah, which is most of the time. Oh, man, Kennesaw State going to have to settle for a field goal here, which means a touchdown puts UTEP ahead. Yeah, Bohannon built Kennesaw State to what it is. I mean, he went to the playoffs like every year when he was at Kennesaw State when they're FCS. Then they made this ridiculous jump to Division I when they weren't ready. You know, obviously he's struggling because he doesn't have what he needs to compete with these other teams, and they fire him. I imagine then, you know, like most people on his staff, like, and this isn't me poking my own chest out at all, but I make more money than most of his staff did at Kennesaw State.
That's wild.
You know, not good. Like, how are you going to compete with teams that, you know, have a bunch of other stuff?
Many such cases.
That is crazy to say, like, oh, do you want to go? If I wanted to go coach for Kennesaw State, I'd have to take a pay cut.
Take a pay cut.
Damn. I'm tired of doing that. I want to do it again.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm getting sleepy. I think I'm going to get out of here.
All right, dude. We'll see you.
All right, man.
What a total pansy. Sea-Dog. Couldn't stay up with the big dogs tonight. Just a Sea-Dog. You heard that? He gone. All right, we'll pay a little more attention to this game now by first making sure you see the correct quarter here. It's the 4th quarter. Kennesaw State, I honestly don't know how they're ahead. Well, actually, I do. I mean, they've played pretty awful in this game. They were pretty lights out when I watched them play Louisiana Tech. The reason that they're ahead is because UTEP's literally, like Sea-Dog said, just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Program really turned around, it seems. We'll see. We have a weird, screwy offensive lineup with a quarterback draw that Haynes King ran against Duke and Syracuse. Honestly, most people make more money than smaller staffers at D1 programs. I don't know about that. I would imagine I don't make more than Jeff Collins does right now, in other words, and he's an analyst. Though if I do, that is hilarious to me. If I do, that would make me happy. What was the pay though? It can't be that bad. I mean, it's. I think the average staff member was making like $70,000 a year, something like that. It's like low, like 71. So, I mean, to be fair, I would imagine a lot of people on the stream are doing better than that. And really, I mean, that's not like I want to say. I'd have to look up what their OCs were making. Like their OCs were, I don't even think making like $200,000 a year. You know, they're making like one something. Oh, we didn't even update the score. This is how little attention we've been paying. It's actually 26. Other than coordinators and position coaches, most other assistants don't make much. It's pretty concentrated at the top. I'm just telling you, dude, as far again, when you look at the investment to the program between Kennesaw State and other Conference USA programs, it doesn't even come close to comparing. They're not even in the same realm. Athletic facilities and everything. The coaches' facilities at Kennesaw State are in some office park. Like they don't even have like their own standalone dedicated coaches' facility. And I know for a fact that they lied about their attendance to make this move. Like just flat out lied about their attendance. Because you have to average a certain attendance number. I don't even think technically they have a big enough stadium to be D1. Oh, another flag. Another flag here. Quarterback looks like he's in a lot of pain here. Holding on the offense. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they, you know, why are they doing well this year? I mean, I don't know. The coaching staff scheming things up well. They've got some good players in there. I don't know. My judgment I would have to see them, okay, over a 5-year span, what do they look like? So it's going to be 1st and 20 for UTEP now. They got this diamond wide receiver formation. Screen. Oh boy. Damn, he got lassoed out of bounds there. UTEP's numbers on their helmet are interesting too. It almost looks like numbers you see on the side of go-karts at Fun World or something. Why is Tech only favored 4.5 over NC State? I guess because people think that Georgia Tech's going to win by around that margin. 2nd and 15, UTEP. Time to throw. Throws downfield over. Had a guy open. Let him too much. Yeah, a lot. Well, the lines moved, I want to say, 3-4 points. So a lot of people putting money on NC State. A lot of people think Tech's going to have a big letdown in Raleigh. It's an interesting matchup. NC State has a decent offense. I think they're top 25, something like 18 or somewhere around there. Top 30, top 25. They have a pretty mid-run defense, and their pass defense is absolutely atrocious, 130th in the country. Now, Tech's defense is worse than mid, about 76, something like that, total defense. Run defense is pretty bad. Now, Vandy Dendy, I know you like to bet. And, you know, setting aside any trash talk, this is me trying to help you out. Do not bet on Georgia Tech ever. Or against Georgia Tech. Do not bet on a game Georgia Tech's playing, would be my advice. Stay the hell away from that game. The UTEP's got a punt, 10:20 to go in this game. Fielded off the bounce here. He'll be brought down right away, though. We can take this off now. We don't have Sea Dog. Yeah, it did work against Duke, but we also, a lot of abnormal things happened for us in that game, like a 95-yard scoop and score, screwing up 2 field goals, atrocious red zone offense. Like if we need 2 or 3 of those things to happen against NC State, or you're banking on that, then I'm not super confident in that happening. I don't make a lot, and no, I don't own a company. Yeah, we were like the opposite. We were super efficient in that red zone. Yeah, our defense is 100% bend but don't break. Our defense will make you sick to watch, and then will get you, jumping out of your seat in the same drive. Texas fans think Vandy has no chance? What? I mean, look. I've said this to you before, Vandy Dandy. Like, I think 100% Vandy should be ranked ahead of Georgia Tech. Vandy has demonstrated also they're clearly a better team than Texas. Are they going to be, if you pull up 247 raw talent rankings, is Vandy going to be better than Texas? No. But Texas has had talent their entire existence, and they've struggled until they got Sark, and they're certainly struggling this year. They're more talented than Florida. They're more talented than Florida by a good bit. Still got beat by them. In today's college football, there's one position you got to get right if you're really going to be consistently good, and it's quarterback. Vandy's got it. Texas doesn't. Is Diego Pavia annoying to me? Yes. Is he a fantastic football player? Yes. Yes, he is. Texas winning the last few games got Texas fans thinking they're elite again. Yeah. Texas fans don't know what to think about their own team. I don't understand Texas being favored in that game at all. I would have Vandy, I think the line should be Vandy minus 1.5. I mean, you bet more than I do, Vandy Dandy, but that line would make more sense to me than whatever Texas is, minus 3.5, minus 2.5, whatever it is now. All right, first 10 here for the Owls. 10-14 to go in the game. Another runoff tackle, eating up right at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to rip the thing out, but they blow the whistle on them. I'm only here for the mustache. Well, you're here for the best part then, sir. Florida definitely can beat Georgia, but God, Lagway sucks. Yeah, I mean, could Florida beat Georgia? Yes. And here's the thing, I don't like admitting it. When Georgia gets in hairy situations like Texas did with Florida, Georgia tends to win those games. They come out on top of those 9 times out of 10. That's just where they are at the moment. Another tackle for loss there, Kennesaw State. Should 10-2 Notre Dame be in the playoffs? Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. They will be, though. Yeah, they will be. I mean, they will have lost to Miami and Texas A&M. I mean, they will have lost to 2 teams that could very well finish in the top 10. I'm sure A&M will. Miami will have to see. I mean, A&M's undefeated, ranked 3rd right now, right? Behind Ohio State and Indiana. Damn, there was a hell of a cut block there. It ended up not mattering. 4th down, 8:40 to go with the rolling clock. UTEP's going to get this ball back. FSU beating Bama was quite the anomaly. It is, because we all just kind of assumed, damn, Kalen DeBoer is about to get fired. If I would have told you after week one team is about to pay the second highest buyout in history. Appreciate the $5.
What bowl does 9/3 minus 2 KSU go to? Huge season for them after last year.
Yeah, appreciate the $5, Jellish. I don't know because I don't know the bowls well enough to say. But they probably would match up with a power. They would match up with a decent Power 4 team in that. So it could be a good matchup. I mean, what's Florida sitting on right now or something? I don't know. The hell were we talking about? But yeah, if I would have told you after week 1, a team's about to pay a historic buyout, who's it going to be? You'd say, got to be there. Alabama's firing Kalen DeBoer. No, James Franklin and Brian Kelly. So it's a trick question. 2 of them, 2 coaches. Probably Hugh Freeze is going to get fired. As soon as the deadbeats in Tallahassee can get 2 nickels to rub together, they'll fire Mike Norvell. But he has a higher buyout right now than Franklin or Kelly had. He's got like a $60 million buyout. And I mean, who are, if you're looking for a coach and money is no object, who's it? What's the top 3 coaches on your board? It's Lane Kiffin, and then who? The guy from South Florida, Dan Mullen. You know what I'm saying? What's the best game this weekend? Let's go look. Go look at the top 25 here. Vandy at Texas could be a good one at noon. Oklahoma at Tennessee in the prime time. Probably Oklahoma at Tennessee. Tennessee a slight favorite at home, 3.5 points. Both teams, whoever loses that is definitely out of the playoffs.
You think he is already game planning for Kof?
Appreciate the $2. I'll answer that after I pee. Let me pee and I'll answer. Okay. No, I don't. I don't think he is already planning for clean old-fashioned hate, and honestly, I think that's an equation for getting your ass beat this week. I do think we have a bye next week, and you might work on some things in your bye week. In fact, I'm almost certain we would. All right, 3rd and 9 here. 6:53 to go in this game. Clock rolling. UTEP with the ball on their own 23. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Kennesaw State's going to get the ball back. Yeah, I mean, those are the 2 best games. Now, if we just set aside rankings and kind of look for what could be entertaining games potentially, I think Miami at SMU could be a good game. They go on the road to Dallas. And Miami, they are a 12.5 point favorite. SMU played like absolute dog shit last week against Wake. B-Bean, I don't know if you watched that game. There were 8 turnovers in that game, 5 by Wake, who ended up winning the game. I think SMU could bounce back, though, and give Miami a hard time. I also think that Cristobal, I'm not sold on Miami's coaching staff. I think they could have issues with just how they manage games. If Carson Beck does Carson Beck things like he did against Louisville. Let's see what else could be interesting here. I think Georgia at Florida could be interesting. Florida is a team that if I'm a top 10 or top 5 team like Georgia, I would have some apprehension toward playing because Florida defensively is so good they can always keep themselves in a game. And what happens if Lagway goes like I'm sure Lagway's got one game in him this year where he can put it together. What if it comes against Georgia? Interim bump. What if the interim bump does something? And the line kind of says that you'd think Georgia's more than a 7.5 point favorite over Florida on a neutral site. Who knows? And that's not just me trolling Georgia. I think that could be an interesting game. Me and Sea-Dog talked about it. Virginia at Cal could be interesting. Virginia damn near lost to one of the worst teams in the conference at UNC last week. They're going to have to go across country after a hard-fought game in Chapel Hill. It helps them that it's at 3:45. If it was a noon game, that might be a little tougher for them. Cal's pretty bad, but that line's only 4.5 in favor of Virginia. I mean, Cincinnati at Utah. Utah beat the ever-loving shit out of Colorado last week, but Colorado is as bad as I told you they were for 2 years now. Utah an 8.5 point favorite over Cincinnati. Can someone explain how you have negative 18 yards at half? Someone explain that to me. We should take a poll. Will Dion, I don't even know how his name is spelled. Is it E-I or I-E? It's E-I. Will Deion Sanders be the coach at Colorado next year? What do you guys think? Because I don't think he will. The U is back. You think he'll step down? I think you're right. I mean, I don't think Deion wants any part of what's going on right now. So a win for Kennesaw State would mean they're bowl eligible for the first time in the FBS era, first 6-win season since 21, first postseason appearance since 21, 12th reclassifying program to have 6+ wins in first full FBS season since 1978. Wow. About 7:30, 7:30. That's what time I get up. Their handoff for Kennesaw State. Pretty decent run here. Still on his feet. Dragon, guys, ends up getting the first down. How about that? Kennesaw State wanting to run some clock here. I don't think they would fire him based on money he brings to the program. No, but I mean, the biggest thing is that he is in absolutely awful health right now. Like, even before we knew about the cancer diagnosis, like he'd been battling diabetes and struggling with it since he was like 42 years old. News is Sark goes to the Titans and leaves Texas. Where do you see that news? Yeah, where do you see that news? Yeah, no. Is Kennesaw, Georgia, a nice area? It's a decently nice area. Yeah. It's in Cobb County. Cobb County, for the most part, is pretty nice. East Cobb, especially. I guess Kennesaw is technically in West Cobb. It's expensive because living anywhere in Georgia that you're not going to get shot at immediately is, a minimum $400,000 house. I got folks all around Cobb County. I am from Smyrna. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you know about it. You know about it. A reporter said Sark reps contacted the Titans saying he'd be interested. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Cobb County, most of Cobb County's nice. That area around Six Flags is pretty terrifying, though. South Cobb, I'm just saying, South Cobb. I lived on East Side while in college, shots all time. What about Fulton? Again, a lot of those areas in the metro have like these massive wealth divides. So they have like super, super nice areas and then absolute dog shit. And Fulton, I think, would fall into that. Vinings is a really nice area. That's where you get like, if you have people around Cobb County, you know about the East Cobb snobs, the wine drinking moms. So 4:08 to go in this game. Kennesaw State leads 26-20. You started out on the west side, Bankhead. Oh man, Bankhead Highway. Yee. Yo, moms that the husband makes all the money. They sit at home, get shitty drunk on wine all day. Marietta is nice for the most part, yeah. Also really expensive. Buckhead is overrated in my opinion. I absolutely agree. Buckhead is 100% overrated. I think Fulton might have the most wealth just collectively. I think the wealthiest county per capita is Oconee County, which is right next to Athens. That's where all the Georgia players end up retiring at over there. I think Oconee per capita has the most money. Jefferson's a really nice area around there too, coming down 441. Where do I think Franklin ends up? Man, I could see him ending up at Virginia Tech, maybe. Depends on what he wants. I'm not super clear on what he's looking for. Rockmart, where it's at? Okay, that's like Dallas, isn't it? Are property taxes high in Georgia? Yes. Well, I don't know. I don't own a house, so you'd have to ask someone who owns one. I think that I don't know if they're high nationally, but they have been going up. Damn. With 2:25 to go, 3rd and 3, dumbass Kennesaw State throws the ball, stops the clock, so that now UTEP basically has 3 timeouts with a 2-minute timeout, 2:24 to go. Douglasville, Carrollton, but in Atlanta now. Douglasville can be a little rough. Carrollton actually has some of the best schools in the state. For some reason, going out the west side going out 20 west toward Alabama has some really good schools. If you're looking for best schools as a ratio versus where you live, or best schools versus cost of living, Bremen, Georgia. There's nothing out there. Fantastic schools though. Sprint out. They go for it on 4th and 3 and throw it into the end zone, but they draw a PI and they're going to get away with it. I thought the Georgia players ended up retiring at the county jail. Yeah, well, the ones that don't end up in Oconee. Drive 2 hours to Evans, Georgia. Cheaper, quieter. Well, I mean, this is why I lived in Cobb County. I had to go north. I was like, I'm going up 575. I'm tired of all this noise. Do they not have a kicker? No, their kicker's awful. Their kicker can't hardly kick it to the 20 on the kickoffs. I was raised near Athens and Winder. I grew up like 20 minutes from Athens. That's where I moved, was Canton. Oh, it's Donnelly Howell? Okay. Yeah. Also, if you want to get stabbed, go to the MARTA station out of there. So 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 9 for Kennesaw State. The problem is they can go up 2 scores if they can kick a field goal, but damned if they can't do it. I mean, it seems like they can't do it. Look, when my first week at Georgia Tech, I was still living in Dahlonega because I'd gone to North Georgia. And so I went to the North Springs MARTA station, which is like going up 400. How far from campus is Smyrna? Like 6 miles. Like 6 to 10 miles. So I'm riding MARTA down to North Avenue. And, you know, I get out to go to the bathroom. And if you're around MARTA or downtown Atlanta and someone notices that you don't know what's going on, they will swarm on you. Hey, man, what do you need? What do you need? I can help you out. I can help you out. So I'm just trying to find the bathroom. So, oh, yeah, see where the bathroom is. And so I go in the bathroom. He's waiting on me when I get out. And I did they're expecting to be paid for that information. So, yeah, it's a whole different atmosphere. I mean, Kennesaw State should win this game. We'll see. I was on MARTA, and this lady walked in loudly talking on the phone. Then I got a gun pulled on me at church for the second time. Where the hell are you going to church? What? That sentence didn't make a ton of sense to me. I was on MARTA with this lady. Oh, this is what she was saying on the phone. So this lady walks onto MARTA talking on the phone, saying, and then I got a gun pulled on me at church for the second time. Well, where are you going to church at? Did I ever do the Coke tour? Yeah, and I think it sucks. I think the whole World of Coke experience sucks. It's way too expensive, and it's boring, and it's shitty. You know what it is? It's basically this big loop you make to a gift shop where everything is incredibly overpriced. I took my daughter there, and I couldn't even blame her for being like, can we go now, Dad? I tried a bunch of different flavors. Can we go now? And they know that you're going to bring your kids there. You go through the gift shop. Dad, I want this polar bear. You look at this little polar bear. Polar bear's like this size, $50 or something stupid. So now you got to spend $50 or have your kid have a meltdown in public while you're shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of people. It's miserable. World of Coke sucks. Kennesaw State runs it all the way down to the 3 or 4 here. I'll never do it again. You know what she enjoyed the most? Going to the little park so World of Coke, the aquarium, Georgia Aquarium, and the College Football Hall of Fame are all kind of surround this park. I don't know what park it is. I don't think it's Centennial Olympic Park. Maybe it is. She enjoyed getting on the jungle gym at the park way more than the World of Coke. I haven't either. I didn't want to take my daughter to the College Football Hall of Fame to get mad at her for not liking it. I think Kennesaw State just scored. They might mark them short. They're going to mark them short. Yeah, first Slob first Slob Olympics was in Atlanta. Was the first Slob Olympics in Atlanta? I guess it was. Got a year pass to the aquarium. It was great. I asked my daughter if she wanted to go to the aquarium. She said, no, I already been. I'm like, well, we can go again. And by the way, I think tickets to the World of Coke for me and my kid ended up being like $30, which pissed me off. I also took her, there's this big Ferris wheel. It's called like Skylift or something. This big Ferris wheel in that area too, that's right beside the Tabernacle, which if you're not familiar with Atlanta, if you ever come into Atlanta and you want to go see some cool shit, go see someone play a show or whatever at the Tabernacle. It's like this church they converted into a venue. Tabernacle School. Yeah, the Ferris wheel, I think, was like another $30 for me and my kid to get on. And it goes around like 8 times. And then and it doesn't even really go that high. Like, you can't even really see that much of Atlanta from that Ferris wheel. You're talking about 285. The loop around Atlanta is 285. Or as I call it, the devil's butthole. Yeah, 280. I don't know what's worse. 285, there's a few candidates. 285 as far as traffic. 20 is pretty bad a lot of the times. Or now that I'm living off 575, 575's complete cheeks most of the time. Kennesaw State just go for, oh, no, they scored. I forgot they were short. So Kennesaw State's going to run away with this. They might even cover now, right? What were they, 12.5-point favorites? No, they're not going to cover. They're going to be a half-point under covering. 75 through town. Well, anything coming through downtown, 20, 75, 85, whatever, you're coming downtown's cheeks. That's why you recommended the zoo. It's underrated. I should take her to the zoo. She has been to the zoo. She likes the zoo. They could have taken a knee. Well, maybe they wanted to cover. No, they will cover. What am I thinking? They will cover with the extra point. That's 13 points. If UTEP has 2 crazy drives, that would be wild. Well, they'd have to score, getting onside and score again. Well, score touchdowns each time. But then they would win 34-33. Crazier things have happened. KSU and Georgia Tech are only 2 points different via Wake Forest. Damn. Fold, fire key, fire buster, bench Haynes. Season's over. Season's over. So 1:10 to go. Now, here's the thing that makes this kind of interesting. Kennesaw State's, the guy they got doing kickoffs for Kennesaw State is abysmal. In fact, I do legitimately think I could kick a kickoff further than this guy. I think I could kick it inside the 20. This guy also has a WreckTalk-esque mustache. He doesn't even try to kick it that far. That one got into the 5. They fair caught it. He like pooch kicks it. It's bizarre. Do you think Georgia Tech will work on a meaningful Heisman campaign for Haynes King? No. What do you mean? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Do you mean like stat padding for Haynes King? Or like some marketing thing, like something off the field? If you mean stat padding for Haynes King, no, absolutely not. Oh, media pushing. Maybe. Jola says, I have some friends at KSU and they don't care. And I'm like, oh my God, go to the game. All right, play action here for UTEP. Screen drop like an idiot. Like a total idiot. All right, 2nd and 10. 1:06 to go now. 1:06 to go. Why would you even attempt a play action here? Obviously, you're not running it. The quarterback will take off running, though. What is he doing? You need to get out of bounds. This quarterback might be the dumbest person to ever actually survive childbirth. Instead of going out of bounds, he stops, lets people tackle him, and then has to fight to get out of bounds to get the same amount of yardage. This guy's a complete moron. He didn't even get out of bounds. The clock's rolling. Throws off his back foot to a crosser. He gets taken down for a yard gain. Are you not going to use your timeout now? Why did the clock stop? Did they call a timeout? Okay, yeah. Will KSU get a proper football facility after this year? I have no idea. I mean, it would take so much money. It would, I mean, legitimately, they need $200 or $300 million, probably, to get to where their contemporaries are in Conference USA. That's what they need. Is that kind of money rolling into their football program? I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. So 2nd and 9, 40 seconds left. They need 2 touchdowns. I mean, they gotta throw the ball downfield. I mean, like, flushed out of the pocket, just has to throw it away. 35 seconds to go now. 3rd and 9. Buster will get head coaching offers. I don't know about Power 4, though. Like, I think he should get Power 4 offers, but a lot of these teams, like, you know, they think that, you know, a lot of these teams think they're too good to hire a coordinator to be their head coach. I don't think Buster's overrated. Do you think we're overpaying him then? 3rd and 9. Another play action screen. They actually catch it this time. Oh, my God, he might score. 30, 20, 10. Down at the 5 with 24 seconds to go. How much did Buford spend on facilities? $65 million. Well, I don't know. That's just on their football field. As far as their total facilities, it could be more than that. I have no idea. They're going to have to reset the game clock to 24 seconds. Or did they call a timeout here? They're going to review. What are they reviewing? Whether he went out of bounds further up. Next Georgia Tech game I'll go to is Pitt, and that will be the last one I go to this year. Oh, they're going to see if his knee was down. I think his knee was down. Maybe, man, it's close. If it didn't touch, you couldn't fit a pube hair between his knee and the grass. Oh, man, this is going to be close. I don't know if there's enough to overturn it, though. Mustache does make a player automatically 10% better or more. The 10% is just the known value. It's kind of like with processors. When you get a processor, it'll be rated, 3.4 gigahertz and then however many cores. That's just what they guarantee it will do. Could do more. Could hit the Silicon Lottery. Scale of 1 to 10, your Georgia Tech college experience. As a student, like a 4. Yeah, I'd give it like a 4. I think, like, as much as I love tech, it's unnecessarily difficult. Your teachers don't give a shit about teaching. They're there to do research, and you're a nuisance that they have to put up with. I had TAs didn't show up their own office hours. I had one person who was a postdoc or a doctoral student that didn't even show up to one of his own tests. This was in linear algebra. I didn't go to any of the classes but to take a test, and it's one of the only classes I made an A in because he made no effort to make the test. So, like, I'd already done physics, so one of the tests was just doing a bunch of cross products, which is, if you know how to do it, is just simple. Like, there's no thought involved, you know? And generally, linear algebra is really difficult and abstract. But yeah, I did not have a good time as a student. To me, it doesn't have to be that way. Like, I wish that they would let a lot of those like, if you just want to do research, do research. Get people in that care about pedagogy. Linear algebra, so yeah, you do all these basis vectors, and you start your unit vectors or your basis vectors might themselves be complicated functions or derivatives of complicated functions. Yes, we all remember how stupid and silly that is. Then did y'all talk about tensors at all in linear algebra? Tensors are. I once asked the smartest man I know what a tensor is. You have scalars, vectors, tensors, and the smartest man I ever met told me a tensor is an object that transforms like a tensor, and he wouldn't tell me anymore. Yeah, eigenstates. You do a ton of those in linear algebra. I don't remember a ton about them. Or I'm thinking of eigenvalues. Yeah. Well, it's like a matrix. Like, think of a matrix, like a 3-dimensional matrix, and then think of one that's n-dimensional. That's what a tensor is. Tensors also have, deep ball, almost a touchdown with 1 second left. Are they going to end the game there? I didn't take chemistry at Tech. But I sucked at. I think I made a B in chemistry 1 and 2, and I hated it. I hate chemistry with a passion. So that'll be the end of the game. All right. So Kennesaw State will win and cover somehow. I couldn't explain how they did that. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing with chemistry. When you do like your intro chemistry 1 and 2, they're like, okay, just memorize a bunch of random stuff. So, like, here's the salt solubility tables. Just know that I think it's silver doesn't follow the rules that the other one does. Don't worry about why. Don't ask why. We just memorize things. In physics, you're told not to memorize things. You need to learn how to derive these equations and where they come from and why they are what they are. So, like, if I taught physics, we would just derive the kinematic equations. And that would be one question on the test. Derive the kinematic equations. Yeah, I guess so. Whatever 1101 and 1102 are. All right. There's still actually they put 1 second on the clock. Intro Chem is 2 semesters. Yeah, there's a 1 and 2. Yeah, you take a year of it. For physics majors, I know.
You did electrical, right? Did you also hate Physics 1 with the rocks being thrown at this angle crap? Physics 2 more my vibe.
I did physics first, and then I did electrical at Tech. There's a dual degree program at North Georgia. I loved physics. I love physics just conceptually more. Why does this even matter? So he's going to throw a Hail Mary that whether it's a touchdown or not will end the game. No, they don't have quarters. They have semesters. Yeah, Georgia Tech doesn't. They didn't have quarters when I was there. But yeah, physics is great. Physics is great. Now, the thing that will hit you in the face is when you do these introductory physics classes, you make these assumptions and you kind of hand wave the assumptions like, well, let's assume no friction, in a lot of these things, and rolling without slipping, right? So that, if you're looking at like a wheel turning, it's never slipping. And none of that applies to the real world at all. In fact, friction is notoriously difficult to model correctly. Many, many, many papers have been written about how to model frictions of various types. You loved Calc 1, 2, and 3. Calc 2 is a bitch. Of those three, of Calc 1, 2, and 3, I would say Calc 2 is the toughest one. Calc 3 could be, depending on who teaches it and what they're requiring you to know. Differential, integral, and multivariable. Yeah. Calc 2 is a bitch. You do the trigonometric integrals. Did anyone in here take partial diff-EQ? Partial differential equations? Where you derive the Schrodinger equations? I liked linear algebra, also applied linear algebra like statistics and quantum computing. I don't get quantum computing. I think that's a bunch of horse shit, to be honest with you. Someone explain quantum computing to me, because the whole point of it is that you have an electron that spin up and spin down, and that's what you're defining a bit, or 0 and 1 as, which you have a qubit. So you have 2 to the n transistors as opposed to 2 times n transistors, or 2 to the n qubits as opposed to 2 times n bits. But the minute that you try and do any calculation, you collapse the wave function that makes the thing spin up and spin down simultaneously. So, yeah, it's both spin up and spin down, but the minute you try and do anything with it, like a calculation or a process, you, by definition, collapse the wave function. So I don't know. Like, how do you, what's the point, I guess? I mean, let me go look up some stuff on, let's go look up. The state of quantum computing today. And I don't want, I would really like a peer-reviewed paper. Can I get a peer-reviewed paper? I don't want like Physics Today or some bullshit. IEEE Computer Society. Okay, quantum computers are physical systems that behave like qubits, however, because quantum states are impacted by their environment, the quantum computing model only provides an approximation of what happens at the quantum level. Superconducting qubits? Don't you have to get temperatures like around absolute zero to get superconductors? Like, it takes more energy. Like, it takes an incredible amount of energy. Where energy levels assume quantum values. To develop superconducting qubits, researchers use 2D films made of superconducting material. It's then cooled to cryogenic temperatures to avoid thermal energy from disturbing the qubit space. Okay, so I guess now I get it. You're trying to get this cool behavior of superconducting materials, I guess, to counteract the quantum weirdness. Last quarter of required math was Laplace transforms. Total memorization, that's fine. Remember that room temperature superconductor hoax? Yeah, room temperature superconductors are basically like saying free energy or perpetual motion. Yeah. I mean, anyone that would believe that. Yeah, after cold fusion. Yeah. It's like, okay, what's the best model? Like, what do we have, like a nuclear fusion reactor that's we can look at? Yeah, the sun. The sun's a nuclear fusion reactor. Good luck making that somewhere on Earth. So, something like the sun. Either way, I got to get out of here, guys. It's almost midnight. Hope you all had a good night. This was one of our nerdier streams, and I love it. Congratulations to Kennesaw State. Now bowl eligible for the first time in the FBS era. I guess hooty hoo. Oh, we didn't stop the poll. We'll end with the poll. What was the poll results? Seems like will Deion Sanders be the coach at CU next year? 76% of you say no, 24% say yes, 34 votes, which means pretty much everyone in here voted. So either way, y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you guys next time.